So he took everything off, and then he's also this black guy who's a barber and a shaver, and he said, you want a little trim? And I was like, yeah, I got a show tonight. Give me a trim.
Hey, your hair looks good, actually.
And he did a really good job, man. That was so relaxing. I've never been after that night, and then sitting in that chair, and then like.
You're smart. You shave afterwards, so you didn't have any open cuts when you were fucking around with this chick. I like that. Smart thinking. You're thinking like me now.
Oh no, wait a minute. No, I shaved. No, I got the shave before I fucked her. I did. Yeah, that was chronological.
All right, listen. Yeah, Dan.
Would you say that she's the hottest chick that you ever got for free?
Me, Dan?
Yeah, I was thinking. I was trying to think about that.
She must be hot. What does she look like?
I personally think, and again, this is my. I personally think Dana's hotter than this girl.
You got any pictures of this chick?
No, we've never taken a picture together. Huh? What then?
I thought the body was flawless on her.
Yeah,
How did the titties look? Because they were fake.
She's got a great tit job.
Nice.
And you know what?
They weren't overdone like in Miss Howard Stern or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh, no, but it's like very proportionate. You know what I mean?
You think you're going to call this chick or what? I mean, how's this going to go down? Or you think that's it?
You got to call her on.
She lives in another state. Other than Nevada, and if I'm ever in that state, I'll certainly call her.
State of confusion.
I don't know. But
did she have nip sensitivity, or did she lose her nip sensitivity from when you were kissing the nips? Did she seem to get off on it?
She seemed to. A
lot of chicks with titty jobs lose their titty.
She seemed to be into touching her tits, I guess.
Yeah. She do anything weird?
No, she had any weird thing going on.
No, nothing like wild.
I'm curious what
anything different.
No. Nothing that I was introduced to.
Pussy smell good?
I didn't get any bad whiffs. No.
Well, there you go. That's a home run.
But really...
This is Guy Talk, Robin. Welcome to Guy Talk.
I'm busy over here. You guys keep it up.
Come on. You love it.
Really tight body. It is a man's world because, God, it's like...
Yeah, I'm listening to you talk about rubbing your hands over her smooth, tight thigh. What does she get?
Well, look what he brings to the table.
What does she get?
Look what he brings to the table. He gave her a sweet and he gave her a fruit plate. Kidding? Are you crazy? She got the company of one of the hottest comedians in the country.
I looked at the bill and she had about an $80 cantaloupe.
Do you realize she could tell that child and her grandchildren she fucked a great Artie Lang? What do you mean, what does he bring to the table? How insulting. I'm sorry for that comment, Artie. Scratch that from the record. I want that cut out of every replay.
What does she get to touch? Artie's balls.
Listen, Robin, don't bring me down.
Let me lift your gun.
Jeez. Robin's chopping me down. This is my day.
Artie says he couldn't even see her when she was giving him a blowjob.
You know what? That was a joke. Honestly, Robin, when I was laying down flat, I could not see.
Artie, let's take a break.
Something was blowing me.
Artie, with your permission, let's take a break. Yeah. Let's call the chick when we get back.
Well, I was begging her. I was begging her to come on the air.
What'd she say?
She's very, very,
just
very
a voice.
Not
we won't. We could disguise our voice even.
Hello, I banged Artie.
I don't know what's going on except that she never gave me a different name when I first met her in the strip club. She's never given me a different name. You know, if you get to know a stripper a little bit, eventually they give you
the real name.
Well, who knows?
Right.
Hi, I'm Moonshine. Moonshine goes to Susan, to Deborah, to Janice.
And the friend, actually, Dan met her friend. Remember her friend, Dan, the tall one?
Her friend was pretty hot, too. She was almost like just a larger size version of her, not large like being fat, but just because this girl was pretty small.
Yeah.
One day they actually dressed exactly the same, and it was pretty hot.
Dan's like the friend who doesn't get laid but comments on the guy.
I know.
Did you get laid at all or what?
No, I didn't get laid. I'm being good,
You're like Jim Belushi in that Rob Lowe movie. What was that movie?
About last night.
Jim's like constantly advising the guy.
I think Dan, I've seen him. Dan actually has a good rap with women.
Hey, listen.
Like, I wouldn't
when you
know.
got a ponytail and a snotty-looking beard, you better have a good rap.
If you bang me up, I hook you up with hard.
He's got. I was looking at Dan during our meeting Thursday. He's got a ponytail that goes down past his ass.
It's like a pony.
And it's like a pony, and it's got 19 rubber bands. I think I counted. Yeah. Like it's like, how does he rubber band that thing up?
It takes like 3 minutes.
Yeah. He's got to spend time like rubber. He has individual rubber bands wrapped around his ponytail. So
remember
it's like
that mother and daughter on American Idol who've never cut their hair?
Yeah.
That's what it made me think of Dan.
Yeah, you know how weird they are.
Yeah.
You know what makes me think of Hop Sing from Bonanza? Like we should get him a little coolie hat.
Yeah, right. That's all he's missing.
Well, that's the
music every time I come in.
Dude, you would look 1,000 times better without that long ponytail.
I'm not cutting that hair, man. It makes me look 10 years older, and it makes my face look 10 times fatter.
Who are you, Eddie Murphy in Coming to America? What are you, a prince?
You know what? It's a look, though.
I mean, it's a look. It's a bad look. What is it, Sal?
You think that's gross? Dan has 2 old ponytails hanging from his car mirror.
Oh, no!
Oh, fuck.
It's an investment.
I shaved my head 7 years ago in 2 stages, and they're both like the same length as this.
Wow. So gross. How about Artie getting laid, Sal?
Good for him. God bless. I have a question.
What?
Did you take a crap that day? And did you shower before the blowjob?
Yeah. Before the blowjob.
No.
That was in the morning.
No, that was
shower before.
Can I tell you something?
She didn't ask me. She didn't say, get up and just shower.
But you had rubbers on, and you came 3 times, and then she blew you in the morning, and you know what I mean? It's like the rubber taste alone.
What's she sucking on?
What's she sucking on?
I don't know, man. What do you want me to tell you?
Was your mouth real wet?
I didn't overthink it.
Was your mouth real wet? Like she really knew how to do it?
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
How long did it take you to blow your load? Because sometimes at a blowjob I feel pressure. Like I feel, oh, poor girl. I hope I can come.
As a matter of fact, yeah, I'm horrible with that. I feel awful pressure. As a matter of fact, I almost like a blowjob as like foreplay sometimes, where I can just then finish somewhere else.
I like a blowjob as foreplay so I can drop a load because I know I'm going to come too fast anyway.
Yeah, no, this was...
Clean your bags out.
Right.
Yeah. But you don't want to insult the girl and think that she's not doing a good job.
But wait a minute, Dan, I need confirmation on this, though. Dan, the blonde who I pulled out of the audience who was there with her fiancé, is that not the hottest chick you've ever seen?
Amazing.
I mean, she was, and again, she was very nice to her. Her fiancé was nice, but...
Was the chick that Artie banged really super hot, Dan?
She was amazingly hot, and one of the most flawless bodies I've ever seen.
All right.
And a great face. I can't even think of like a celeb that she looks like.
How did he see her? I mean, she came to your room.
You've
tried her around before?
Yeah. She's been in the Vegas scene before.
Like you got a Vegas girlfriend.
Mrs. Artie Lang Vegas. Girlfriend's a strong word.
Mrs. Artie Lang Vegas.
I don't know what's going on in her life, but she probably thinks...
It can't be good.
She probably thinks I'm worth $100 million.
Right.
Artie, could you date a stripper? Could you, like, have her be your girl?
Could a stripper date me is the question.
No. I mean, could you introduce her to your mother and take her to family gatherings?
Yeah. I went to Artie's mother used to be a stripper.
Oh,
I don't think...
I'm joking. Yeah.
I don't... the fucked up thing is I think I'd have to say you can't tell her.
Right. Yeah, you have to hide all that.
You know what? I'm with you on that.
Yeah, I don't think she'd be thrilled with a stripper.
Listen, it's been an hour and 33 minutes.
But then we also, after the second night of shows, we all went to... The Hard Rock, by the way, is back and better than ever. This guy, Jeff Beecher...
Did you go to whatever that thing is called?
That was my celebrity brush. I went to the Body English at the Hard Rock. This
place is amazing.
Oh, my God.
What is that, a club?
Yeah, it's a club there in the Hard Rock Hotel.
I'd be miserable. Go ahead.
And basically, it's unbelievably hot chicks, and you got to deal with shit music. To me, that's a club. Like, if they were playing the best of Tom Petty, I could have stayed there till 7 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, but you can't dance that. Hot chicks don't want to dance to the best of Tom Petty.
I met the mezzo-soprano chick.
Jamie Lynn Sigler.
Who looked really hot. Like, she was with, I don't know if she was with a new guy or she was some guy. I don't know if they were married or not, but...
she got married and divorced already, so this is like the new guy.
Beecher pointed her out to me, and I thought she looked smoking from across the room. Like, even if you didn't know she was famous, you go, wow, it's a really hot chick there. And...
well, she's on TV. She got to be hot.
So, you know, this Beecher's Madhouse thing, he has little midgets that he hired.
Yeah.
Dan, were you there when the midget threw up?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, this might have been the highlight.
What a weekend.
The midget threw up?
Okay, so you know these clubs, this is so fucking great. I wish this was on videotape. So we have this roped-off area. We're all on these... Because
you're this classy guys.
Well, he gave us a roped-off area.
Mr. VIP.
Big black couches. And there's like 18 in the party there, but we all fit. And it's one of those things, you know, the club bottle service. You got to make your own drink. They got the bottles there and shit.
Oh, okay.
So this midget was already drunk when we were walking in. And his other kid who worked for the Hard Rock is sitting there like he's the guy. You know who's that security guy who won't let anybody into the VIP? But he knows the midget pretty well.
realize the midget's like the N-word.
The midget starts...
Midget. That's funny. Like, you want to say, hey, the N-word guy was saying...
Right.
So,
by the way, midgets out there, you're never going to sell that the midget thing is like N-word.
I don't know how it got to be the N-word.
Yeah.
What does midget mean? Midget is not a degrading.
Midget is here to stay.
I do a bit in my stand-up act. I said, that's the same thing. I went out one day and I tried both things, and there is a huge difference.
But this one guy's going to kill you.
So the midget is drunk already, to the point where almost like, is he too drunk? Like, God knows how...
How much does it take for a midget?
So he grabs the big Grey Goose bottle, and he's already lit with his little, like, midget hand. And he's ossified drunk. And he's putting on a show for us. He starts, like, jerking off with the bottle. Like, and everybody's laughing at him, and then he just fucking chugs the bottle. Like, half of this Grey Goose thing. Then he puts the bottle down.
That's a guy who wants
and now he starts...
He teeters like a weeble.
Teeters. Exactly. Exactly. He starts teetering around exactly like a weeble. And we're like, you all right, man? Everything okay? And he's like, fine. He goes closer and closer to us. He stops. You think he's all right. And then, on cue, he just throws up into the ice bucket. So all this, like, puke streams out. He throws up all in the ice bucket, which is... Dan, how funny was that visual? Every guy, this is where guys are different than women. Every guy starts laughing. All the girls are like, oh, my God. Like a rat just ran in the room.
Oh, that's the greatest.
He had the greatest aim, too, because the ice bucket, you know, it just had the perfect indentation from where the bottle was, and he just filled that.
Right, exactly. Wow. The bottle was in the ice, and he threw up right in the hole from the bottle.
Holy shit.
Now, the bouncer guy realizes what's happening.
Yeah, because the guy could die.
And on cue, runs up, grabs the little midget. He goes, oh, my God, sorry. He apologizes to us.
And he gets him out of there.
Grabs the guy and runs him out like they got rid of Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, he's ruining the evening. I wonder if that midget was ever heard from again.
Right, and, nobody knows where he is.
Well,
he's in the trunk of a car.
At the end, we were all like, is he okay? Is the midget okay? And he's like, yeah, he's sleeping it off.
Mr. Lang, would you like us to bring you a clean midget?
Well, no, wait a minute. Dan, they brought another midget, right?
Yeah, they did.
It was almost like...
needs another midget.
It was almost like they replaced our midget.
Mr. Lang, your midget is here.
That's right. Mr. Lang needs another midget.
There's another...
needs another midget.
Another midget.
Quickly, for Mr. Lang, to get rid of his rheumatism.
Dan, am I bullshitting? Did they not bring another midget?
Absolutely.
They brought
Mr. Lang, this midget is for your feet. If you sit on him, it'll take away your rheumatism.
We swear this midget is not defective. He will not throw
It's the new VIP thing.
Like a restaurant when you drop your fork and they bring you another one.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
It was.
That's Vegas, baby.
And we stayed up all night and partied at the Hard Rock. And then,
so you didn't see the girl again the second night. So you had your manly night with the midget and all that, and then that was it.
No girls the second night. Nobody to schmooze.
Well, I mean nothing happened, but we went out to the club. It would have been hard because we had a 5 a.m. car going to the airport, and I had a huge suite. I gave my fucking suite to Levy. God knows what he was doing. And that's fucking like, can I have your suite?
I ended up with the midget. All right, that's good. I got to take a break. It's been an hour.
Good for you, Artie.
Good for you, Artie. Sounds like a great weekend.
Dan, wasn't it a fun weekend?
It was a phenomenal weekend.
It sounds like you had fun and Dan got to watch it.
I'll give you more stories when I get back.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, you're still in Vegas?
Yeah, I got a midnight flight tonight, so I'll be back like tomorrow.
Oh, so were you in the suite with Levy?
Where'd all you guys watch the game?
Oh, let me tell you, they had that big party in the joint, and Beecher set us up. It was me and Levy and Pharrell and his crew and Shuli and...
Does Pharrell start freaking out during a game? I mean, he must be so into it.
Pharrell is hilarious. He had his money on the over, so anybody that scores... Anytime there was anything that looked like a score, he's getting up and doing, like, the Pharrell dance. And
wait a minute, he might have got fucked like me, because Pharrell told me his big bet was
He did.
Oh, fuck, he took the over.
He didn't win the over. You know, they didn't go. They could have just gone for that last field goal and everybody...
Oh, see, that was the thing.
Yeah. How much did he have on the over?
I don't know what kind of money he had, but I know it was funny because Pharrell, I'm sure, had a big money on the over, and his two guys, you know, Lou, his producer, and Noboa, they had like $200 each on the under. So they're cheering for the under.
Oh, there's nothing worse.
When a guy wins $100 and you drop 20.
Oh God, you want to fucking strangle somebody.
Do you understand
from the bet for your girlfriend?
Do you understand the whole thing with the under over? What happened was, I guess Indianapolis got the ball, right? And they were on, like, the 20 yard line.
Yeah, I know. I saw the game.
With 2 minutes left. So, what happened was they went for it on, like, 4th and whatever. had they kicked the field goal, which they would have done if it weren't late in the game, that would have won the over for everyone.
Wow.
So for them to go on a 4th down and not kick the field goal just fucked everybody.
And they blew an extra point, but that was only 1 point in the game. But there were so many opportunities for touchdowns, and they fucking were kicking field goals.
So if Pharrell's such a Colts guy, why didn't he just put all his money on that, or at least put some? He must have had some money on the Colts.
That's the awfulness of Vegas, because we all did Pharrell's show Friday. By the way, I've totally turned the corner. I liked him when he came here. I love his show.
Yeah, I do too.
Pharrell's show is awesome. It's so much fun. The characters he has. He has this enormous black guy on that show who's the biggest human being I've ever seen in my life. Right. Who does all these. What's his name?
His nickname is Big Hardcore.
Big Hardcore, yeah.
At his last party, people were standing on chairs next to him, and they were shorter than him.
Yeah. And
hey, Fred, am I fucking up here? I mean, I got to take a break, don't I?
We probably should.
Artie doesn't want to end.
All right.
But
Vegas goes on.
I'm loving this discussion, but I mean, at some point I got to do it.
Anyway, I feel bad for Pharrell because I was hoping he stuck with the Colts, but like me, he took the fucking over. That over was an infection.
Hey, Howard, I have a quick question for Dan before we go to break.
Yeah.
Did you bring any empty luggage this time?
No.
What Dan does is he brings empty luggage to Vegas and he loads it up with pillows and ashtrays.
What?
Is that true?
I've never seen that.
Yes, he did. Last year when he went with Artie to Vegas, he loaded the luggage with blankets, the pillows from the hotel room, and ashtrays.
Dude, they charge you for that.
They charged Artie, not Dan.
I never got charged for it.
What?
That was, we had a party in the room, and I had a ton of booze left over, and I was at the airport, and they're like, I'm sorry, your luggage is overweight. So I open up, like, you have to take something out, put it in your carry-on. I open up my bag, and there's 3 bottles of Jack, 3 bottles of Absolute, and they're wrapped in the towels that they wouldn't break.
Dan has an excuse for everything.
Right.
Well. Dan, do you ever treat for anything at all?
Dude, I have treated for more shit in my life than you fucking earned in your life. I bought more shit for other people than you bought for yourself.
Artie, did you treat
Sal, I got to ask you something.
Yeah, sure.
Because when we were in the meeting Thursday, I was watching you.
Right.
You hate Dan.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do, because every time Dan opens his mouth, I see you roll your eyes.
Does he?
Who doesn't?
I mean,
Jesus Christ. Every time Dan talks, it's like he's opening up a fucking encyclopedia. And Gary looks down, starts tapping his foot. You start rolling your eyes. Howard's like, I'm tired. Let's make this quick. And then all of a sudden, Dan pulls out like a rocket chair and a smoking pipe, and he just babbles forever.
Well, because he waits all week for the meeting.
But he's good. I mean, I love Dan, but Jesus.
I think Dan sits at home all week waiting.
What happened at the last meeting? I told the backstory on the Lynyrd Skynyrd guy. It turned into something good.
What?
You know, there's a couple of funny things that go on at the meeting. First of all, I was going to talk to Dan after the meeting on Thursday. I love Dan, but I was going to tell him, like, you got to self-edit a little bit.
Yeah.
Because after every idea that we have, no matter who has it,
he always has an addendum.
a comment, and it slows the meeting down. And I just say, wait for, like, your best ideas. But there's a funny thing that goes on.
He doesn't know what his best ideas are.
I know.
Nobody does.
There's a funny thing that goes on in the meeting, Howard. I don't know if you know, but at the meeting, the seats are sort of assigned, but they're sort of not.
Right, everyone sits in the same place.
But everyone sort of sits in the same place. And what happens is, Dan, as the meeting goes on,
he creeps his chair up.
So nobody.
You know what we've done, by the way?
Yeah.
This is the greatest thing. I don't know if you know this.
I knew he was creeping the chair up. What have you done?
To prove it, like the TV guys put a piece of tape where the chair starts at the meeting, and then we clock to see how far Dan's chair moves up.
You're kidding.
He goes up like 3 or 4 feet as the meeting goes on.
He literally.
Well, you know what the thing is? You want to see the person that you're talking to, and Richard's head is like twice the size of a normal person. He's right in front of you.
No, you're like my dog. You need to lay your head on Howard's lap.
Just don't insult your dog like that, Gary.
No, you need to be close. You like to get close to Howard. You start out in the back because there is sort of a pecking order. Like Richard and Sal should be closer up front because they present ideas. But somewhere along the line, you pass them by. It's like Indianapolis 500.
It's a race.
Yeah, it's weird. You know what? To prove it, because we weren't sure. When we put the piece of tape on the floor, every time Dan's chair moves up a couple of feet.
That's funny.
Okay, I can't wait for the Howard TV special.
Dan's chair, it's called.
Like an asshole. That's fine.
Dan, your chair is more important, has more personality than you. We're not even going to have the camera on Dan. It's just going to be the wheels on the bottom of the chair.
His feet. And the bottom of the ponytail.
You just see the ponytail and the wheels.
Every time I say anything, like 5 voices from behind my yell going,
But
tie Dan to the floor with his ponytail so he can't move?
But it is funny. Sal does do a show sort of behind Dan.
I know. Yeah, don't do that anymore.
No, I love Dan. And Dan makes the best song parodies.
And I don't want Dan inhibited because he comes up with good stuff.
Oh, he has no dignity. He'll never be uninhibited. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, Dan, the song parody man. And thank you for helping my man out.
As I creep towards the couch.
Dan, I don't care what they say. I'm a big Dan fan from now on.
Yeah, you won Artie over when you rode shotgun for him and picked up chicks for him.
Look at that. You get the Poonhound spill-off.
All right, brother.
Take care, guys.
All right, thanks. Dan, the song parody man. Artie with his big weekend, and there's probably more to talk about. I got to take a break. I mean, it's been an hour 46 now.
You can't stop him talking about his great weekend.
I don't feel we need commercial breaks, but the company does. So we got to do it.
Well, we need bathroom breaks.
We do need bathroom breaks.
And Artie needs vending machine breaks.
And I have to...
Are you going to start taking care of yourself?
Yeah, you look like you're happy.
Are you going to, like, hit the road now and work on yourself?
I mean, the game plan is to lose weight now, but I mean,
now you're getting pussy.
I mean, you had a great weekend. Right. You feel good,
Why lose weight if I'm getting pussy?
Oh, no.
Who gives a shit?
Gain another 100 pounds. See how you can turn off the pussy. At what point do you think you're fat enough that the girls will just say, look, you're just too fat?
It's got to be a bigger challenge. I honestly think that's what Elvis was doing, making it harder to get pussy for himself with those outfits.
It was too easy before.
Also, I got to take a break to pay John Hine. The man won.
Yeah, you got to take care of that.
He just took the Colts.
Hey, who won the Stupid Bowl, by the way? Did our guys win?
Okay, no, wait a minute. I started watching that, and it was funny, but it took too long.
Was it unwatchable?
Well, it's funny, like Robin said, Prince must have been good because I was really into seeing what he was doing.
Yeah.
And it looked funny, but it did take a while. He had to get back to the game. I don't know how many people stayed with the whole thing, so I don't know who won or not.
Why did they make it so long?
I've been working with Doug on that. Sometimes Doug, these guys feel they've got a masterpiece. They don't want to cut a thing.
They can't cut a thing.
There was a huge intro to it, like a huge intro to it.
Oh, they didn't just get to the action?
They're going each player, and I just wanted to start to see the guys, playing.
Bill, you saw the Stupid Bowl? Hey, Bill. He's not there. There was a guy in the line. All right, I'll get to the Stupid Bowl.
It looked funny, though, but I can't tell you the result. I don't know what happened.
I was going to watch it, but I got hooked up with Prince, and I couldn't turn him off.
Right. It should have been a tight 20 minutes. That's it. Like that.
So I got to watch it today.
Doug, what's going on? Did you put too much into the Stupid Bowl, or was it right? Where's Doug? No. All right. See, I'm never going to get to the break.
I don't know what the exact time was. Maybe it was timed out good.
Did you keep the Stupid Bowl too long? You went a little long?
The halftime show was 30 minutes. The Stupid Bowl was 28 minutes.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
But maybe
into the hole.
But people wanted the action.
Yeah. Well, the intro was a little bit long. I agree with that.
All right. It was?
But we fit the hole. It was 28 minutes.
So who won? Can you say who won?
The drag queens won.
They did? They beat the guys?
Howard, beat the guys?
I have the most amazing page 69 story regarding the Super Bowl. You ready?
Yeah.
Oh, Jason's thing?
Jason, so I didn't watch it. I didn't get a chance.
By the way, the Stupid Bowl, for those of you who don't know, Howard TV ran, of course, for our fans, a special. It was 5 of our guys playing football, 5 of our guys playing football against drag queens.
Right.
And what was the final score?
Well, they lost by, the drag queens won by a touchdown, correct?
Who did you have in that, Artie? Did you have our guys?
Triple overtime.
I had the drag queens, so I win.
Right.
So triple overtime?
Yeah.
I haven't seen the drag queens play. I only saw our guys play, and based on that, I took the drag queens.
All right, so how do you lose to drag queens?
They were wearing these outrageous heels,
they were wearing heels
and dresses.
But you never know. One of them could be John Elway in a skirt. You never know.
They are.
Yeah. 3 of them are wearing high heels.
Jesus.
Right, so tell me what...
Okay, so here's the page 69 item that we just found out about. That's unbelievable. Jason, who works with us, right, he was playing in the game, and Jason dropped the potential game-tying touchdown.
Right.
He dropped it to end the game. He was telling some people that he was on the fence before about going back on antidepressants because he talked on the air how he's been on them, but that was the straw that broke the camel's back. As soon as he dropped the pass, he made an appointment with his doctor, and he's back on antidepressants.
Oh,
my God. That drove him crazy,
Because of that?
Yes.
Are you serious?
Wow. J.D., what kind of man are you?
No, dude, first of all, I would say 90% of the plays were Sal and Richard running with the ball.
You went back on antidepressants because you lost the Stupid Bowl?
Dude, I was so depressed, man. I was devastated at the end of the day. It just reminded me of the fact that I've never been successful in any sporting event I've ever played in my entire life.
You've never had that big catch or the big...
I played 4 years of Little League. Right. I never got a hit.
Wow.
Not once.
In 4 years?
In 4 years.
How did you keep playing?
They had to let you play.
Yeah, they can't not let you play.
Not my little league. You got cut.
No.
You got cut off the fucking
They put you in right
Thank
field.
God you get cut. You want to suffer 4 years of humiliation. Why did you keep playing? Why not just quit?
I don't know. I wanted to, everyone played. I wanted to be on a team. I wanted to play baseball. I was just horrible at it.
You wanted to be like the guy.
Yeah, I wanted to be like everybody. They played me in Little League. I was second right field. Like, I was the kid that stood behind the real right fielder.
Somehow, yeah, you know what that's known? That's known as the bullpen catcher.
Yeah.
Somehow these guys run like fags, too. I mean, you guys run free.
I got to
like
watch that.
Richard Branson. Are
there replays of that, or was it a one-shot deal?
I don't know.
For Howard Stern TV subscribers.
It was on all weekend.
They say
it was on all weekend? Yeah. I got to watch that.
They say that JD's like the stud of the group. Like, JD has some physical ability, but they're saying, like, Sal throws like a woman. When he throws the ball...
Was he the quarterback?
Yeah, of course.
Why was Sal quarterback?
You guys got to have a handicap.
A handicap, dude, one of the trannies, or where the fuck they were, had like this dress with like ruffles, and you couldn't get to their flag.
Yeah, that was cheating.
When you would go for the flag,
Here's some playback. I got it. You see, this sounds fascinating to me. Let me see Sal throw. Wait, here we go. Howard TV people, you can see the whole thing. It's on forever.
He's probably running instead of throwing.
He's running. Oh, look at him.
Good girl. God, he runs like a broad.
Straight up. Wigs they have to keep on.
And look at Jason jumping up and down like a girl.
That was the first down right there.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got an injury on the field.
Oh, the drag queen hurt. Oh, the injury is she broke her heel. Oh, that's funny.
That was very late in the game.
That was late in the game.
These chicks were playing in high heels?
Yeah, and they beat...
Dude, in high heels? You should have a running game against them at least. Running game and everything game. It's like
I got to see Sal throw. Look at this.
Oh, God, Siobhan.
Look at these guys getting beat by drag queens in heels.
No one knew what the hell they were doing. Yeah.
No, but the drag queens beat you. They're good. Here goes Jason. Sal's running again.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Sal. What is that?
Sal scored.
That is
spikes the ball.
Yeah,
skipping.
Right.
All right.
I wonder where Sal throws, because that's extraordinary. He pushes it.
Didn't you play football in high school, Jason?
A freshman year, yeah.
And what happened? Your coach used you as an example of bad football?
Yeah, there was one practice I was going up against the starting offensive line, and I got through like 4 times and touched the quarterback, and the coach just made a horrible example of me. Like, he just said to this kid, I can't believe you let Kaplan through. I can't believe you let Kaplan through. Just started screaming it. Then he comes to me, he puts me aside, he's like, good job.
Right.
He did something good.
Yeah.
He did something good, but he made him like, I can't believe you let
They couldn't believe you let me through. This guy.
You let that jerk off through.
All joking aside, that's what a coach being a huge prick.
Yeah, coach is supposed to be there to help students.
Here's a guy who's clearly insecure about his athletic ability. He does something good, and the guy makes it a negative.
Yeah, totally.
All right, listen, I got to take a break. I've got to. All right, we'll be back right after these words. So much to talk about. First of all, I got to play this new prank call, and then we'll get back to Super Bowl stuff, and because then I heard some other weird. I was just talking to Artie about something weird.
Oh yeah?
Well, we were discussing whether or not Teddy, his assistant, is any good, because Artie basically pays this kid Teddy, who I think's a nice guy. I don't know Teddy other than
he seems like a nice guy.
A couple of times he's handled something for me where I've asked him some questions, so he seems like a good guy. Well, Gary seemed to be down on Teddy.
Teddy is a great guy. I think he's doing an awesome job. I pay him a part-time money to be a part-time assistant. Gary, it's a funny dynamic. Gary has an issue with him for some reason.
I'll tell you why. Let me explain to you. So Artie has in his rider, whenever he appears somewhere, that Teddy gets to fly with Artie.
Right.
So, Gary's saying, hey, you're paying him. You're flying him out there. You're paying him this and that and the other thing. So I guess Gary was bugged because Artie was talking about his weekend. And what was it that Teddy didn't do for you?
Well,
I forget.
Nothing. I placed my bet for John Hine.
Here's what it is. So John Hine gave Artie $200 to bet on
the Colts.
So Artie even says to me during commercial, he goes, listen, I don't want to come off like a degenerate gambler, but like a guy gives me $200, I want to say, what the fuck is $200?
That's not gambling.
That's chump change to Artie. And he's like, it's like, don't waste my life.
What am I, your mother?
You mean I got to go all the way down to the sports book and have this on my head all weekend for $200 lousy bucks? Because Artie said to me, in private, he didn't want John to know this. He forgot to put John's bet down, so he just gave John the $200.
So now he's even.
Yeah, so... Yeah, because you don't.
But I would have if I would have kept it if he lost.
You don't nudge
anyone...
Well, not for $200.
That small amount of money.
So Artie took it. So you know, Artie, of course, doesn't want to go to Vegas. So he's got enough to worry about than John Hines' dumb $200.
Did you ask him if he wanted you to do that, or did he ask you?
No, he just gave it to me.
No, but I mean, how did it happen?
He just came up to me and he said, here's $200. Could you put it on the Colts?
Oh, one of those.
Yeah.
And so, anyway... Because Artie's like a real degenerate. I mean, he was $5,000 on the over-under.
That's a bet.
That's like $2,500 on the Colts.
Here's why I'm a degenerate. In my mind, I'm like, this kid just got to let money. What the fuck, $200? Put $10,000.
Right, lose your money. So anyway, so Gary's standing here, and Gary goes, you know, what the fuck is with Teddy?
Teddy could have made the bet.
Teddy takes John Hines $200 and put it down. I mean, you've got an assistant.
Artie says, dude, does John Hines do this bet? Please take care of it.
I think Artie's one of those guys that can't ask his assistant to do anything.
No, believe me, I'm not. We got to Las Vegas, and he had to go get root canal.
But why did he go to Vegas to get root canal?
It happened in Vegas.
He had a major blowout?
He was eating lunch, and so he had a blowout of a tooth, and he had to go to the emergency room. The emergency room sent him to a Vegas dentist, and the dentist said, look, man, we either got to pull the tooth or you need root canal. So
we just go home and get that
I told him he could do whatever he wanted. He goes, but he needed rest, so he was on painkillers in his room. I mean, his face was out there. He looked like a chipmunk. He wasn't bullshitting. So what am I going to do? I'm not gonna, root canal's the worst.
Yeah.
So finally, they pulled his fucking tooth out.
It was that much of an emergency? They had to do root canal, emergency root canal?
Or pull the tooth.
That second. They couldn't wait to get home.
That's what this dentist said.
Wow.
So he pulled his fucking tooth out.
See, I only trust my dentist, so it's like...
He didn't know what to do. He didn't want to get on the plane in that pain, so...
Yeah, that's tough to do.
Yeah, he said it looked like there was a murder in his room.
Teddy seems to be on top of things to me, but I don't know.
You know what? I had a funny incident with him that sort of bugged me. I was talking about this to the guys. Like, at Christmas time, I got Artie a bunch of different things, like a lot of videos and books and all this stuff, and Amazon... delivered it like the day after our last day on the air. We were on that Thursday. It got to me on Friday. So Monday, I came in for the serious Christmas party. I wrapped all the Artie stuff. And I said, I'm going to mail this to Artie's house. I'm going to just mail it out to Artie's house. And Teddy goes, no, I'll send it to him. And I said, no, I'll mail it to him. And he goes, no, I'm going to get it to him. And I said, I want to make sure he gets it. He goes, I'll make sure he gets it. And we come back our first day of vacation, and I see Artie opening up my present, like 2 weeks later.
Right.
You know, and I'm like, I wanted to say... I would have mailed it to him.
Why did you
take it from me to hold on to it for 2 weeks?
Where's Teddy? Is he here?
I don't think he gets in this early.
He doesn't get in this early, but I don't know. He might even be a dentist trying to get fitted for a new tooth.
So did you say to him, why did you do that?
No, I didn't bring it up to him because it was uncomfortable. Because even like sometimes I'll see stuff comes through me first. Like say Artie gets mail. It comes through me first, right? And then I get it over to Artie. And then I'll see like... 7, 8, 9 days later, Artie's got it. I don't know how that process works. A weird thing happened when I hired this kid. Even Robin addressed this one time. It's like, evidently I aggravated a bunch of people when I hired this kid to be an assistant. But I'm not aggravated by him that way.
I don't pay... do you think... You know what I pay him? You think that's full-time money? I think it's part-time money.
I think it's a lot of money. Like, listen, I know what Howard expects. Right. And I'm not saying that you have to be crazy demanding, but if you're going to take a guy to Vegas... Now, the tooth thing is a separate thing. But if you're going to take a guy to Vegas,
right,
and you're footing the bill for it, whether somebody's paying for it or not, yeah, he should be making sure that everybody's getting backstage.
And he would have, Gary, if he didn't have this dental issue. I believe me, he's been with me he's been with me in 8 different cities.
I find stuff when I work with him for you, stuff gets to you slowly.
Okay. Well, the biggest reason I needed a person was because this year I have a heavy road schedule. So he's really got to do a lot with flights, hotels, and all that shit. That's the main part of it. And he's very good at it.
But I'm not aggravated by him as a person. But yeah, what you pay him is what you pay him is you could get a person who's an entry-level assistant, and they would be thrilled to make that money.
Well, I don't have anything to compare him to, but I think he's doing a good job. I don't know.
Okay, if you're happy with him, that's fine.
All right, well, we'll have this discussion when Teddy comes in.
That'll be funny.
Bring him in when he comes in, and when I'll get to the bottom of it.
We'll find out if he's a good assistant.
That's right. I'll take care of everything. All right, let's, first of all, before we speak, here's the following agenda. Let's get Lisa G in here real quick.
All right.
To tell us what's going on Howard 100 News. I want to play a phony phone call that Richard did where it was brilliant. He sped up his voice, and it's really funny.
Oh, gee.
And then I want to get to this guy who wrote me a letter about breaking his penis. Those are always good stories. And then we want to talk to Richard Christie's dad real fast. And then we want to get back to all the, Las Vegas action, Miami action, Super Bowl action, and all that. But here she is, Lisa G. from the Howard 100 Newsroom to tell us everything that's going on. Lisa?
Thank you very much. We're going to be having more behind-the-scenes action from Vegas from our very own Shuli, who was out there with Artie.
Right.
So more on that.
I met all of Shuli's family, by the way.
And Pharrell was out there.
Yeah.
Right. Shuli's family have that heavy Israeli accent?
His father does.
Really?
Why do you do
real heavy, but his family is really cool.
That he's from Israel.
Yeah. And you know, Shuli does stand-up in his Hour 100 News jacket.
Oh, jeez.
He does, that's funny.
Yeah, that's funny, yeah.
He says he gets chicks that way.
Right.
Well, good for him. What else you got?
Guess who I ran into here at Sirius? A former go-go, Belinda Carlisle.
Wow.
She still loves you, Howard.
Oh, she's a great girl.
She wants to come back on the show.
Oh,
she
good.
remembers when you cut up her pantyhose.
Yeah, well, she's a good girl. How's she look? Does she still look hot, or she hit the wall?
She looks beautiful.
Would you ever say if she hit the wall, or you just...
Yes.
You would. She didn't hit the wall. How's the body?
No.
She get chubby?
No, she's a big girl. Big girl. That's when I looked at her. I didn't think of her skinny. I mean, she's not big
skinny.
as in... No, she's not skinny, but I wouldn't say she was fat either. She looked great. She looks really pretty, and she lives in France full time.
Yeah.
So her album is a French album.
Would
so
she ride a French album?
Yeah,
she
said,
right. Remember, she's living in France all the time.
So
she did it in the French language?
Yeah. I said, any message for Howard? She goes, Je t'aime.
Oh. Would she ride the
That's all
Sibian?
she knows. You'll have to ask her. She said she's coming back in March. She'd like to come on the show.
Real good.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
All right, and also, you know who we heard from? There were these rumors going around that Sergeant Manning had died.
Oh, God. Don't even say that.
And they were calling him in the middle of the night.
But
he's alive and well, and I spoke to him. We'll have the interview today.
Very good. Very controversial stories. Thank you. And get to the bottom of the Artie Teddy thing, please.
Okay.
All right, there she is, Lisa G., who loves her job and loves bringing you Howard 100 and Howard 101 news every single day. All right, real quick, here is Richard Christie calling an old lady. What he did is he went back in the studio and, would speed his voice up. When he, but this lady apparently doesn't have a problem talking to him like this, which is odd to me.
Hello?
Hey, what's been going on, man? Sure is good to talk to you. How are you?
I've been doing good. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking. Just been working a lot down on the farm, raising tomatoes, turnips, carrots, and celery and whatnot. I've been doing pretty good.
Who is this?
This is Rusty Tucker. I'm the one that drives the green tractor around. I go fishing over your house every once in a while. I test fishing the other day. You don't remember me?
I don't know Jeff Murphy.
Yeah, we haven't talked in quite a while. I just called up to say I guess you want that lawnmower stuff.
Oh. Where do you live?
I live right up here north of you, but I live in take right. You let red barn has a cement pond in the backyard. Well, sir, you can't think there's something wrong with your phone.
No, there's not anything wrong with my phone. I can hear you good.
Well, I'm the one that's got the lawnmower for sale. You said you might be interested in buying the lawnmower. I'm curious if you said where.
You work at Walmart?
Yep.
Well.
What do you think about this cold weather, man? I'll take it on my I'll come for us to read I told you. How about you?
Uh-huh.
I can't believe you don't remember me.
Where did I see you?
I saw you at the diner in town the other day. I was sitting down at the dinner. You came up to the we talked for a while. Remember this conversation?
Well, you must be pretty drunk, aren't you?
Yeah.
I thought you was.
Well, let me ask you this. How much higher do you think them gas prices are going to go? What do you think?
Now what?
Did you hear about Groundhog Day? I guess a little bit more. I think a little came out of that home. So shit, I mean, I know man, it's cold out there, don't you think?
I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. How do you think the soybean crop's good this year? I just wonder what you thought.
I don't know. Let me talk to your wife a minute.
Well, I better get going. I got to hop in the truck and then field and I'll see you later.
Uh-huh.
All right, you can take care. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
I think Richard should talk like that. I think he talks too slow. I think now he sounds normal. You should talk like that all the time.
If you heard Artie's story, this is Michelle on the phone. She's the girl. She claims to be the girl Artie pulled up on stage.
Oh, really?
Like the Bruce Springsteen move, but he's not. She's not the chick he fucked. I want to talk to the chick he had sex with. Hey, Michelle.
Hi.
Artie claims you're the hottest chick he's ever seen in his life.
Oh, thanks, Artie.
Yeah,
he wanted you, but then you had the fiancé, so...
I had the fiancé, I know, and Artie was cool enough to still let us hang out backstage.
Her fiancé, he was a real nice guy.
Did you hook up with the Asian chick?
He kind of looks like Artie.
He does, actually.
Did you hook up with the Asian chick?
Did I what?
Did you hook up with the Asian chick that was all
No, but I think she wanted me.
No. Well.
She zeroed it. This Asian chick who was smoking hot, too, zeroed in on this boy.
What do you do for a living that you're so hot?
I really don't do it. I just graduated college, and I'm trying to see if I can get into a graduate program.
In what?
Psychology.
Yeah.
But she models now, right?
And I do some modeling, yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'5".
How do you model at 5'5"?
You could do print and commercial.
Oh, yeah?
When you look like her. Well, here's another thing.
Why didn't you drop your fiancé and latch on to Artie? Latch on to a real star.
All right.
What was I going to do with them?
Why don't you latch on to a real winner?
Let me tell you what. Artie was so nice and so accommodating. I mean, I don't know. He was trying to pull up chairs for us and offer us drinks and
Like
food.
he was trying to drown your boyfriend.
What are you going to do? I mean, the guy was nice, but she just brightened up the room. It was worth having her in there. But let me ask you this, though. I'm glad you called in here because something happened. Her fiancé claims that this chick has a best friend who looks like her, who's single and would date me.
Is that true, Michelle?
Yeah. Actually, I have a girlfriend, and she was in Maxim.
Can you fly her?
She was in Maxim?
Wow.
She was in the Hometown Hotties.
How old is she?
But she is 26.
Can you fly her to New York, or Artie will fly her in if you just get him the number? You can leave with our people so he can bang her.
Well, when I get back to Florida, I'm going to have to talk to her.
All right. Well, call us then, Michelle, okay?
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye.
There's no phones from there to Florida?
I really want to talk to the chick you banged. Do you think we can call her? Like could Gary call her and ask her permission?
She's very uptight about it. I told her, I said, listen, you could say whatever. I don't care if you want to say I suck at sex. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care.
Right.
But I don't know what the fuck she's got going on.
Hey, I got this letter over, I guess it was last week, but it said this. Over the weekend, I broke my dick. I was having sex with this girl, and she was on top of me, facing me, but leaning backwards. I slipped out of her just a bit, and she came back down on me hard enough to fracture my penis. Oh. I immediately started squirting blood everywhere, and the story of that incident, as well as the hospital visit, is priceless. I've been trying to call into the show the last 2 days to tell the story, but I've not been able to get through. All right, I got to find out what that's like. Hey, Kevin. Oh, wrong number. Hold on. Kevin, you there?
I'm here.
All right. How's your penis now? Is it usable, or is it completely screwed up?
I'm out of commission for about 3 to 4 weeks, man.
Wow.
Explain to me. I understand. So you're in bed with a chick. A new chick, or is it your girlfriend, or what?
We had kind of been seeing each other for about 3-4 weeks. So.
Okay. And she's very aggressive sexually?
Yes.
And
wonderful.
And wonderful. Good sex. And so, okay, so she came down awkwardly on your penis. You were laying on your back, and she had full control.
That's exactly right. She was leaning backwards, facing me, had her legs kind of on my or had her hands on my legs, and just kind of bouncing up and down. And it was, I mean...
Some girls don't understand, you know, you don't have to be like a gymnast in bed. Guys don't want that.
Well, he says he loves it.
Nah, but
I was enjoying it.
I've had girls on top of me. They try too hard, like they grind into you, and they rock and they writhe, and it's like, oy, oy, oy.
Well, what is a girl? So you think you're trying. If you lay there so you don't break it,
I know.
Guys complain.
There's an in between.
Yeah.
So you're laying on your back. Okay, so I understand the position. And what happened? Your penis bent. So where did it break? Did it break in the middle?
Well, it's tough to say because it's actually not sideways now, luckily.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still straight up. But basically, yeah, what she did, she kind of, I guess she came up off of me a little bit too far. And you know how you can kind of stub yourself? I mean, that's happened in the past.
And it's almost like getting your finger jammed is what you say, right?
Exactly.
Right. So,
but you know what? Guys do that, too.
Okay.
On their own.
But where does blood spurt out of? There's no bone. How do you break your penis? I mean, it's not like there's a bone.
That was, it was evidently it's cartilage and blood vessels. But I started squirting like I was
out of the
like
hole,
I was pissing basically. Yeah, out of the hole.
Hey now, because this hurts to hear. Fast forward. As soon as this happens, you go. Are you in so much? Is this the worst pain you've ever been in?
Well, at this point, we had been drinking all night. It was a buddy's birthday earlier in the night, so we were like birthday drinking shots, all this stuff, you know.
Right. So you were probably so wasted. You said, "Oh no, I don't want to go to a hospital."
Well, at first I didn't know anything was really wrong. I thought I just stubbed myself.
Right.
So we kind of started to screw around again, and she said, "Oh, something's wrong. You're bleeding."
Oh. So it didn't hurt that much because you were drunk and...
Right. Right. I was definitely I was feeling all right. It was not that painful. So I've reached up and hit the light, and I mean, there's blood everywhere. There's blood. She's covered in blood. I'm covered in blood.
God.
It's all over my couch, all over my carpet.
Oh,
wow,
my God.
You ruined the place.
Were you freaking out?
Oh, yeah. At that point, I mean, I was...
What do you go like, oh?
Well, I kicked... I mean, I was... I kicked into shock, and she was doing the same thing. She was actually really calm. It was... I couldn't believe it. I can't imagine she ever did that before. But...
So what happened? Did she drive you to the hospital?
No. I sprint into my bathroom, kind of covering myself, trying not to bleed all over my carpet. Right. And I hop in the bathtub, and I'm just sitting there trying to calm down and get my heart rate slowed down to where I can stop the bleeding. And she's coming in and checking on me and stuff. And about 10 minutes later, I finally get the bleeding stopped, and I come out into the room we were in, and she's got 2 towels in her hand. She's completely naked, covered in blood, just trying to clean all this stuff up. She's pouring salt on the carpet. Trying to draw the blood out.
When you have that much blood, don't you want to get to a hospital?
Yeah. The thing is, we were both so drunk, we definitely weren't going to drive.
Right. So you're not in any pain, but there's still blood coming out, and you're in a bathtub, so you don't get blood all over the place. And then when do you find out you've broken your penis? When do you go to the doctor?
Well, what we did, we went upstairs, and I was still in pain a little bit, but I was all right. We went upstairs, hopped in the shower, showered off. It's 4 in the morning at this point, and
the bleeding had stopped.
This is the sick part. Yeah, the bleeding. Well, the bleeding was pretty much stopped, I thought. So we decided to we got back in bed, cuddled up and started rubbing on each other again.
Boy, I tell you, I would never. I would be just completely panicked. People are so calm about stuff like that.
It was so shocking, and the alcohol came into play too.
Right,
but we tried,
because this story is so friggin' hardcore. Let me just get to the. How does it all get resolved?
Well, real quick, we tried to have sex again, and it lasted about a minute. I mean, I was in pain and ended up having blood all over the bed, all that stuff. We ended up taking another shower at 5 in the morning. So. What I do, I wake up the next morning after about an hour of sleep, and she leaves. I go to a walk-in clinic, and they immediately refer me to the hospital. So I went there, and the worst thing was, checking in, there's some 75-year-old lady that I have to tell the story to.
Yeah.
And so the worst part about the whole thing is I go to the emergency room. The emergency room is packed. Every single room is full, but they still send me back there. So I go back there, and they actually sit me down on a bed, a hospital bed, inside the hallway about 10 feet away from the nurse's station, all right? So there's all this commotion going on. I'm basically sitting in an ER episode just seeing what's going on. So I sit there for about an hour and a half, and I see my chart. I watched them create my chart and everything, and the nurse, or lots of nurses, would go up, and I would see them look at my chart, and I would see them kind of look at each other, and I'm just sitting there the whole time just feeling like a total loser.
All right, and then what happens?
So the first doctor examines me after about an hour and a half, and it takes me back into a private place, gives me an examination, basically tells me, he's like, look, you have a penile fracture.
Wow.
Did not know that existed, like you said. I mean, I didn't know it was a bone, so... he says he's going to call a urologist, find out what to do from there. So they did that. They took me back to radiology and inserted a catheter. And the whole thing with that, I mean, at this point...
Why did they have to do that?
They had to inject some dye into my bladder to see if there was a urethral tear. So they insert the catheter, inject the dye, and then, you kind of piss out the dye, and they watch it over the screen and see if there's any tears in the lining at all. So that didn't take the first time, so they had to do it second time.
Because you know why? You're going to a bunch of people who really don't do that for a living.
Right.
Oh, this is just disgusting. This story's making me sick. You got to move it quick.
Had you gone to the bathroom on your own after you broke your penis? How'd that feel?
It actually wasn't too bad, but it was completely bloody.
Oh.
I mean, it was just all
How
blood.
bad is a catheter on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, dude, it was 9.5.
A 9.5? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it was up there.
I got to get out of this story. No offense, but it's too hardcore for me. And so the doctor then does the catheter thing, and he finds out that you fractured your penis.
Yep.
And,
he told me.
He essentially told you can't do anything, right? You can't put a cast on it, so.
Put 2
Exactly. So basically, what they did, they prescribed me some, Percocets, and then an antibiotic and an anti-inflammatory. He told me to ice my dick for 20 minutes 4 times a day.
Ice your dick?
That's even painful.
How do you ice your dick?
Oh, my God.
Was your penis blown up big?
No, it wasn't really swollen or anything, but I mean, it's still extremely bruised.
Wow.
I mean, this was 9 days ago, and it's still basically purple.
Are you able to go to work?
Oh, yeah.
And he's saying in 3 or 4 weeks your dick will be perfect?
He's saying 3 to 4 weeks I should be good to go.
Wow. Oh.
So we'll see. But he said...
I mean, listen, I had a catheter once, and it's the worst experience of my life.
I tell you, I like nice, easy sex.
But Artie didn't come to work because he had a little cold. This guy's going to work with a broken penis.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm in finance.
I don't want to ever. I don't like when girls are on top. I don't like not being in control. I don't trust that women know what they're doing on top. I've been with enough of them to know they don't understand how the penis works. They don't understand. You can't bend in certain positions. It's a very dangerous story, and it's a good story to put out there, really.
I always watched, that movie when it was Basic Instinct with Sharon Stone, and sometimes she's on top of Michael Douglas there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way that is humanly possible.
It looks painful, right?
Yeah.
Are you still with the chick? You like her, though?
Yeah, we're kind of seeing each other still.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like things cooled off, huh?
Nah, it hasn't really.
Well, can you?
Sexually, yeah, it cooled off.
You know what I'm saying? You're still in love with her, or you don't even love her?
Nah, man, we've only been dating for about a month. So.
Okay, got it. All right, well, that's a good story. I'm not going to stay with this story too long. Keep icing your dick and let me know how you are.
Hey, let me ask you a quick question.
Yeah.
Any way I can get some tickets to the next roast for this?
Okay. All right, hold on. I'll put you on a list.
You're the man, Stern. Thank you.
All right. I don't even know that we're going to have a roast, but hold on. We're probably going to have one, though. All right. Whoa. Whoa.
That's brutal.
I couldn't stay with that too long.
Everything about it was just sickening.
Oh, it was just nauseating. I'm sorry I got into that. Honestly, I was. I was halfway through it. I went, I don't want to eat. Why did I? You know what I was actually thinking? I went, I know I read the letter and I was on the fence about it, but I somehow said, this could be interesting. Like, maybe we want to know about this. It's a lot of guys who listen and they want to know what to do with their dick if they ever break it. But I tell you, it's just really rough. Well, the big news of the morning was Artie had sex in Vegas. And really, I mean, out of the whole all the Super Bowl discussion, I mean, that is
that was his Super Bowl.
Yeah. Here's Artie. Let's see if I have tape of Artie having sex in Vegas. Here he is. There he is.
Minus the girl screaming, that's accurate.
Did you get on top?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it all right? I mean, with the extra weight on? Was it hard for you? Seriously, supporting your body weight?
It was harder than, it's not, believe me, it's pathetic.
Can you fuck hard and fast? Or are you, like, completely out of breath?
Hard and fast?
Yeah, because, like, I know, like, I have to, like, I'm in pretty good shape right now.
It seems fast to me, but I don't think it looks fast.
I wonder what it looks like.
I don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
I don't think I ever will.
You'll never be the Tommy Lee videotaping yourself guy.
I ain't into that, man.
Right. I understand. Believe me, it's not. I've done that. It really looks bad. It almost makes you want to never have sex again.
Right. You wonder why all those girls become addicted to plastic surgery. It's because they have to see themselves on film.
All right, I never finished with the commercials. I thought, in the paper today, they're saying the beard comb-over commercial was bad in the Super Bowl.
I love that one.
Me too. It was one of my faves.
Favorite. It made me laugh out loud.
The other one that I thought was really, really good was the Snicker bar one where those two guys end up kissing each other.
Yeah, that was funny.
And they like freaked out because they were both...
Do something manly. But they didn't do anything manly. That still looked gay when they opened their shirts in front of each other and pulled out chests.
My buddy said, it's funny you bring that up. My buddy, actually, that kid Joe I worked with this weekend said he auditioned for that.
Oh, yeah?
And he goes, yeah, it seemed gay to me, so I guess they made it.
Yeah, they did, and it was really good.
I didn't see that.
But I did like the Kevin Federline one. That's a good commercial.
I thought that was good. And the newspapers, I mean, you want to know something? I was kind of like, I don't like him, and I know that he's just a leech who just,
right.
And I don't like his whole persona, so, with 99% of these commercials, maybe it's subliminal, but I don't know what they're talking about, number one, and I don't know the product.
Right.
It's really weird. Some of them are so involved and so intricate that I just
don't know what the product
I don't know what they're talking about.
In fact, I still don't know what Kevin Federline was saying or selling, but I love the commercial.
Right. And
Kevin Federline, yeah.
I personally did not like the commercial. I just didn't care about it. I don't care about him.
It made me like him.
It did?
Yeah,
that's what they're saying in the paper.
At himself.
That's what they're saying in the paper. But he's not laughing at himself. Some guy wrote that. And
yeah, but he had to agree to do it. I mean, it only works.
But he's too stupid not to do it. I mean,
you're getting... I know he got the whole thing. He knows he's a gold digger, and he's willing to say it. Yeah, I was in it for the money. I was living large. It was my dream. I'd do anything to get it.
So, yeah, I don't think so. I think he'd do anything because it's a commercial in the Super Bowl, and it's like the biggest thing he's ever going to have happen.
Man, I look at it the other way. The guy at the ad agency who thought up that concept was probably so into, doing that. And that's with that idea, that's the guy right now to get.
Yeah.
And if Federline has a smart agent, he probably could have said, look, man, they really want you to do this. Hopefully get some money out of it,
Right.
But I still think he got the joke. I mean, he was good enough in the commercial to realize he's getting the joke.
I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example of a commercial on this, because they make a big deal about the commercials. I'm watching this commercial. It seemed very sad to me. There was a dog that was homeless and was getting kicked out of a lot of different places. And finally, at the end, gets dirty and has spots and ends up on a fire truck, a very beloved dog. I don't know what that was for. I don't understand what the dog was doing. I mean, it was a heartwarming story or whatever.
It was Budweiser, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, now Budweiser, now this shows you why alcohol is the greatest business in the world to be in. This Budweiser has so much money. They had original commercials. They didn't repeat one of them once.
Right.
And they must have, you know what it costs to produce a commercial like that, the Budweiser one, with the dogs or that. This is a fortune. And then to buy at $2.5 million a pop, a spot on the Super Bowl. Do you imagine how many people are alcoholics in this country?
Oh, yeah.
It's unbelievable the amount of money.
Thank God for them, because we get good commercials.
You're not kidding?
You know what we should try to get? I got my SAG card in a Budweiser commercial that aired in January of '95 on the Super Bowl.
Oh.
The Chargers, when the fucking Chargers lost to the Niners 49-26. I lost the money I made shooting the commercial.
I had a feeling.
But it was the same year the Frogs debuted.
Oh.
So when I told my family I'm in a Budweiser commercial, and then they said, were you in the Frog one? I'm like, how was I in the Frog one? I wasn't a frog.
No human.
I said I was in the other one, and I got to get the tape of this. I defy you to tell me the premise of the commercial I'm in. I'm in it, and I still do not know what the fucking premise of it is. I know I'm a principal in it. I have no lines. You see me, and I got a SAG card. I don't know what the fuck else is going on.
I feel stupid when I watch these commercials because I go, I know these are written for idiots.
Right.
And I don't know what's going on. I'll give you another example. There's a commercial on there. Guys slapping each other.
Yes.
That was stupid.
It was like a Three Stooges thing.
I didn't understand that one either.
And then the guy at the end ends up slapping his boss. Right. I don't know what the product was. I don't know what that was for.
That was another beer commercial.
I think it was another Budweiser.
What is that?
I got one for you.
No, wait, but what was that?
I don't know. There was a lot of
those. I didn't understand that at all.
But what does that mean? Now, what does that mean?
I don't know,
Nothing.
Howard.
I got insane from that.
I had the mute on. I saw them slapping each other. I didn't even try to figure it out.
And then there was another one that I had to read about in the paper they could interpret. There was a machine that committed suicide.
That I sort of got, but I thought it was stupid.
I didn't see that. I didn't keep my attention on that the whole time, so I didn't get the suicide.
It was sad. It was a cartoon of some sorts. And then I read in the paper it was for General Motors.
Right.
The machine was upset with himself because he didn't do a good job.
The machine is so obsessed with good quality that it felt it wasn't doing its job, so it took crappy jobs and then eventually killed itself.
Who the fuck dreamt this commercial up?
But let me tell you what has happened. When there was a real commercial on that just sold its product, I was bored.
Right, you get bored because it's not enough.
I want something.
Howard, what did you think of...
I understand that. But I got to say, I'm always looking at how does it benefit the company?
And if you don't remember the product, it's fucking worthless.
Well, they claim it's subliminal, you know.
I remember Tundra trucks, and I hated the commercial because it was a real commercial.
All right, I got one for you.
But you remember the product.
I do remember the product.
That's why.
But it doesn't make me want to buy it.
What was it?
I mean, and GM recently laid off a bunch of workers, and then they have a commercial where you feel bad for a machine
that's taking somebody's job anyway.
And subliminally, you're saying, well, do their machines make mistakes on General Motors cars? I mean, I don't see any plus side to this commercial, even if you did understand
That was a bad commercial. Did you understand what was the product?
And then there was another one. Like I read about this commercial. I'm sorry, but I'm on a roll here. There was another commercial in the Super Bowl where a bunch of guys get naked. You know what I mean? They look like strippers. I didn't know what was going on. There's an old man running around his underwear.
See, I got that one.
Kind of gross. But wait a second. Then I open up the newspaper, and I read that they allowed one company, I still don't know the name of the fucking company, they allowed 2 guys to win a contest and run amateur commercials.
Right,
and this was one of them. Well, I could see why. I don't know what the product is.
No
what was the product?
I don't know the product.
I know the product.
Okay, what is it?
It was for Chevy.
Chevy?
Chevy.
Chevy?
Chevy.
Chevy, yeah. Chevy.
Hey-oh.
See, I won't even watch those. I saw that they were running those.
How do you avoid it?
That was a stupid commercial.
I didn't see every commercial in the Super Bowl. I was going on the Internet now. That's why they're good commercials. I'm watching the commercials on the Internet.
What do you want to say?
Did you see the Robert Goulet commercial?
Yes.
Oh,
okay. What is that?
So the guys out there saying they thought it was great. I thought it was horrendous, and I don't know what it was for.
I don't either. What was he doing?
He was like a gremlin.
Right.
And whatever the product was stops Robert Goulet from fucking up your office.
And then he was Spider-Man on the ceiling.
Well, that's because whatever the product was, which, again, I don't know, whatever the product was sort of repels Robert Goulet. But I didn't know what that was.
What is it? And why would you want to repel? I mean, I understand Robert Goulet's obnoxious, but why would you want to?
Well, he was going in and messing up everybody's office.
Right.
And they said, this is how you stop Robert Goulet from messing up your office. And I was like, but I don't know what it was.
And what is that?
I don't know.
I'm telling you, these commercials are horrible.
I also didn't like the GoDaddy.com.
No, the GoDaddy.one sucked. What did you think?
First of all, the chick's not that hot.
Right.
That's
what
number
was that
one.
all about?
She was hot when she did it in the 2001 Super Bowl.
They got to keep the same girl?
Well, notice they barely had her in it.
What did you think of the commercial that Coca-Cola did? I think it was early on.
Coca-Cola with the black history was completely patronizing to black people and disgusting. I mean, now it's more, because there's 2 black guys coaching teams, now more important than ever, Black History Month. Coca-Cola and black people go a long way. How about Coca-Cola and people go a long way? Most suck up. We want you. Meanwhile, Coca-Cola is sugar.
Black people even drink Coke? I don't even know.
Black people drink grape juice.
Grape soda.
What did you think of the Coca-Cola commercial that was like a cartoon of like a video game?
Right.
I thought that they probably spent $15 million on
that was a good-looking commercial.
It was good-looking. But again, did I know what that was for? No. Do I care about that? No, I thought it was for a video game.
Right. Now, what happened to the guy? Wasn't there a guy proposing to his girlfriend on a commercial?
He never got that money together. He didn't get to buy one.
What do you mean, he couldn't put together $2.5 million? He
wanted people to donate the money. Who the hell cares if he, marries his girlfriend?
Yeah, there are people getting blown up in Iraq. I got to tell you something, and this is just so bad of me, because when the Super Bowl is on, I remember when it started, I'm sitting back watching it, I got a big bowl of food and everything, and I'm going, how is this country allowing a Super Bowl? How are we allowing anything fun while people are dying in Iraq over George Bush's
like 100 people
war?
got blown up this weekend.
I'm sitting there going, you know what? They should punish us so that we get the fuck out of the war sooner. There shouldn't be a Super Bowl. There shouldn't be anything remotely fun.
I thought about it yesterday. I was, looking for a finely milled bar of soap in my house. And I'm like, how could I be running around here worrying about how good the soap is?
Well, that's the craziness of us being in Iraq, a war where we're really not affected. It's volunteer army, and it's like, it's going on.
It's not even happening.
All right, so today...
and we're applauding a guy catching a ball. I mean, it's crazy, and these brave kids are over there.
And they're called heroes and courageous because they stay out in the rain and play football.
So, Howard, here's the question.
That kind of soured me on the whole Super Bowl, but of course it was a great game, I thought, because of the rain, and it made for great, exciting football. Oh, here, I was just handed a note. The Goulet ad, Robert Goulet ad, was for Emerald Nuts. Now, if I'm the Emerald Nuts company, I got to be pissed. I'm pissed at myself. There's no way that had an impact. But although maybe it did, because now we're sitting on the air talking about Emerald Nuts, which I never heard of.
I heard an advertising person say, this is why you pay the $2.6 or whatever $1 million for your 30 seconds, because it creates such talk afterwards.
Maybe
right.
that's
People are asking what the company was, you know, and they find out what the company was.
Like here in the paper, they mentioned some of these commercials. I don't even remember seeing them. FedEx, just because funny, showed you big yucks without spending big bucks.
That was weird commercial. That was the one where everybody is what their name is. Joy laughed, and Mr. Turkey Neck. Did you see that? Do you remember that one?
I think I zoned out at that point. And again, the Oprah Letterman thing I thought was really good, really funny, but I can't figure out what drives Oprah. Why did she do that? I mean, why get out of bed to do that?
I'm looking at some of these commercials, and I remember seeing them, but I don't know, like the guy who was dressed up like a heart, and the heart was being beaten up and thrown around.
Yeah.
That was for the American Heart Association, right?
I don't know.
It was a whole thing about if you do bad things, this is what happens to your heart, but it was
It's
stupid.
King Pharmaceuticals.
Yeah, it was tied in together with American Heart and that company.
Hey, Pat, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up? Listen, what was that interpretive dance thing that they did for the pregame?
I didn't see the pregame, so...
Oh, my God, there are people dancing around.
I watched the Billy Joel performance because I know Billy, and Artie shocked me with this information that the Billy Joel performance had an over-under. You could bet in Vegas how long... I think the line was a minute 38.
A minute 43, and he came in at a minute 38 or something.
Oh, yeah. That's what the line was.
It was a minute 43, and if you bet the under, you won because the national anthem lasted a minute 38.
A minute 38.
Right.
Hey, listen, and how come Sirius didn't do a commercial? I mean, NFL's blowing up on Sirius and all.
I don't know how their arrangement
works. I was shocked that there were no mentions because, NFL...
Not one mention of, now hearing on Sirius Satellite Radio, the NFL channel.
Yeah, I wonder why that isn't part of the deal, but maybe maybe the NFL doesn't have the ability to tell, like, CBS that they have to put in a Sirius mention.
I was just going to say, do you think CBS had a problem with it, where they were just like, no Sirius, we don't want nothing to do with it?
CBS has huge problems with satellite being successful.
Of course they did, absolutely, yeah.
They're just completely... They only started going out of their minds, I think, when I joined. So, yeah, of course they have a problem, but I don't think... If the NFL has a deal where they could say, we can mention that we're on the radio, but I don't know how all those deals work.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did you see that unbelievably ridiculous sort of Cadillac commercial? At the end, they give the Vince Lombardi trophy out, and then they tell Peyton Manning, hey, Peyton, you are the MVP of the Super Bowl, and if you look right over to your right here, this brand new da-da-da-da-da Cadillac, da-da-da, with this and this and this and that on it is yours. And they do a close-up of the Cadillac, and they put a Cadillac logo in the corner, and then they go back to the interview. It was really weird.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, I thought the game itself was an exciting game because of the weather. And, I mean, the fumbles, the missed kicks, all that stuff made for exciting television.
You were saying earlier that, probably everything should be in a dome stadium, and a lot of the people who were at the game complained because those tickets cost a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean...
And a lot of people walked out at halftime because it was a downpour.
Beth's father and brothers went.
Oh, yeah?
And I know those guys. They didn't have any slickers or anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're just sitting there getting soaked.
Did you see Spade?
I saw Spade.
That was funny with the other two co-stars.
They have the co-stars of this new show on CBS, and Spade's wearing that clear, sort of, looks like a plastic bag. He looked really goofy in it. But they started joking. They started making fun of him, going, oh, those guys are out in the rain. And who's the guy that's the announcer? I think one of the guys goes, you don't get inside till you get a hit show.
Right. I got to mention something else in the newspaper. Anything else on Super Bowl? All right, Artie got laid. It was a whole. We talked about it for 2 hours.
I think the fucking fact that I lost the over is a shitty thing too. But
yeah, well,
the one thing is the debate: should all games be played in dome stadiums?
Well,
because it does add an element to the game. You're just saying the game was exciting.
But you'll never know really who the true champions are. But they are the true champions. Don't get me wrong. It's just, you see a lot of things that are affected by weather. But both teams are handicapped by it. I don't know. But I think
years ago, that was a major element of the game.
I'll tell you,
and people had to survive. Snow, rain, everything.
I just keep thinking about all the people who are sick today because they went to the game, and for 2 days before that, they just partied
their asses off.
Like Beth said to me over the weekend, do you miss, she goes, are you feeling like you're missing something? But like Ross Zapin was at the Super Bowl. Because he tells everyone he has to work. Like, just such horse shit. I don't know what work he's doing.
Yeah, I was listening to Sirius over the weekend, and it seems like a lot of people, they were doing some broadcasting from there.
And maybe Ross was working, I don't know. But it sounded like he gets to do a lot of partying.
Well, I would assume they would have to have some representative.
You know what? I think they have to throw a party.
Yeah.
And I think he has to put that together and oversee that.
Okay, so Ross was working down there, and like Beth said to me, are you upset that you're not there this week? Do you ever want the guys' weekend at the Super Bowl? I go, honestly, it sounds like a nightmare to me. Okay, I'm not on the pussy hunt because, like I know the big thing is to go to these parties till 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just hate staying up late. Unless I'm getting laid, like Artie got the booty call. I understand that. That's exciting. I mean, there's a new girl in your bed and you're fucking her and she's blowing you.
Yeah.
But other than that, what do? I stand around, I get to get drunk, and do what? Listen to loud music, loud shitty music, as you said, and, basically one big headache, and then go to the game. I would so much rather watch a game on TV where I'm sitting there, I got food, I got warm. I don't want to be in the weather. I don't want to be in the rain. I don't want to be exhausted.
I would love to be at the game if my team was in the game, I think. I think I'd like if the Jets were in the Super Bowl, I think I'd like to be there. And I'd like to go to one just because I've heard from some people that it is fun to be there.
See, I've been to one. I went to one in Miami, and if you're going to go to one in Miami, because I stayed at the Delano all week. Like I said, it was a fun week. But you know what kind of ruined it was having to go to the game. It's such a TV sport.
The game takes 4 hours.
We went to the game. We bet on it. It was a shit game. It was when the Broncos beat the shit out of the Falcons. And I was almost like, you know what? Now that I've been here and I could say I went to a fucking Super Bowl, I'd rather, even if my team was in the game, I think I'd rather watch it on
See, it's one of those things that you'll never know. Like, I would probably go and have the same feeling, but I still want to go to see what it's like.
It's exciting. When that kickoff's about to happen...
Yes, the beginning, you go, I wish I was there.
Right.
Or about halfway through, you go, thank God I'm home.
Or if it's a good game.
Yeah, if it's a good game.
It was a good game, but, I mean, after a while, it gets fatiguing. And I loved hearing the commentary. I loved the instant replay. I like seeing the commercials.
It's funny to me because I was listening to a little bit of it on Sirius, listening to a little bit of their pregame.
Right.
And Marv Albert is doing it.
Oh, no kidding.
And I'm sitting there going, oh, God, it's Marv Albert. And all you can think about is he wore a dress and sang show tunes.
John Hein was
still... The panties on my head smell like fish.
That's a classic American voice, though, for sports.
Yeah.
I love hearing him do a game.
He's great. I mean, I see him at the Knick game all the time calling out the plays and stuff, and I look over.
Great hockey play.
He never says hello to me, I guess, because I don't know. Like the rest of America, we were somewhat shocked.
Yeah, somehow he went on Letterman's show after Letterman goofed on him.
Everybody's still goofing on him.
Everyone, it's me that hurts everyone. Everyone else they forgive. But
but I think John Hein was telling me, if you listen to Sirius last night, you could have gotten, there's a national radio broadcast and then each local team. So he was listening to Indianapolis when the guy opened up the game with a touchdown. And it's just a whole different way of listening to the game.
Wow.
He's like, the guy gets to the 40, the 30, the 20. He's
as opposed to the guy who's going out of his mind.
Yeah. Could you believe, Gary, after Hester ran that back, did you think it was wrong for them never to kick to him again and give the Bears that kind of
I thought that was the ultimate fuck you to Rex Grossman. Yeah. They would not do that to Tom Brady. But Chicago's quarterback, they felt that he wasn't good enough. We'll spot you the 40. That's how much we think you suck.
We want to keep it out of this dude's hands.
They would never would they ever kick that way if Tom Brady were quarterbacking.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing. If you're a Patriots fan, you realize, if you could have beaten Indianapolis, you would have won last night by 50 points.
By the way, Artie's assistant Teddy's here. I got to take a break, so let me... Hey, bring him in. Do you want to do him first, or you want to take a break? Do I need to take a break for it?
Let's do Teddy. It's
all right, Teddy's
too big.
It's a big thing.
Too big.
Stay here, Gary, because you're... All right.
It's on the table. Let's get it off.
All right, Teddy, come on in. What's what? What?
Good morning, everybody.
Teddy, put on headphones.
Did you hear the criticism of you?
Believe it or not, I just saw it on SFN. So.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
See, they write it worse than it sounds, but...
By the way, for the record, I've had a few dealings with you. You've been incredibly helpful. Did they take out your tooth?
Yes.
Dude, didn't they put in something to replace it?
No.
What?
No, because...
That's what happened. You went to a dentist you don't know.
This guy's a saint. I'm going to send this guy my next paycheck, whatever I can. He did everything for free, Howard.
Really? Why?
Unbelievable. I got this guy at a dinner at 8:30 on Saturday night with his wife to come pull my tooth out.
Wow.
Oh, I had the worst luck. Something up there wanted me to be very docile in Las Vegas this weekend.
Yeah, so Artie flew you out there. There was a criticism that...
I defended you, by the way.
Hey, but
I didn't hear the criticism. I just made the first segment 2 hours.
I think a lot of people are upset with you that you got the job for some reason, being Artie's assistant, right? Am I right, Gary?
There's a lot of guys here who think that they could use the money that Teddy's being paid Because Teddy has a job, and he does this too. And there's a lot of guys here who say, well, I got a job, and I could be doing this for Artie, and for that amount of money, I'd be doing a better job. That's the rap in the office.
Teddy was smart. He started fixing Artie's iPod and got in with him, right?
Yeah, well, it's also,
the initiative.
Garrett, it's also a part-time job. I mean, it's not a full-time job.
Yeah, but you know what? I got it. Like we were saying, I know what Artie pays you, and while it's not a lot of money, there would be a lot of people for an entry-level position to be around the Howard Stern show for that kind of money. It's a way to sort of, it's not no money.
All right, so here was the criticism. Here was the criticism of you. Gary said, for example, John Hine gave Artie $200 to bet the Super Bowl. And you should have gone down to the sports book and placed it so Artie doesn't have that aggravation.
See, but
I never heard of it.
His tooth thing...
There you go. You never heard of it.
Would you have given it to him if his tooth didn't hurt?
Probably along the lines, but my defense of him is he had a fucking the kid had a root canal. I can't tell him.
Well, John Hine should have just given it to me. I mean, that's
John Hine.
Hold on.
I would have done it. I would have done it just fine.
Artie never made the bet and had to just give John $200.
Artie forgot to make the bet. He just had to give
$400.
Howard,
I never told Ted about that.
I would have done it, guys.
I spoke to John Hine about this, and this is a rap against Teddy in the office. John Hine said, I thought about giving it to Teddy, but I didn't trust it would be done, so I gave it to Artie.
Yeah, because
thanks, John.
Well, what is he basing that
because Gary gave you Artie's Christmas
gifts, yeah.
And you didn't. You said, let me deliver it.
Hold on.
Let me deliver it.
I said I was going to mail them out. You said, no, I'm going over there. I'm going to give them to him. I saw Artie opening them up on January 4th.
On the wrap-up.
For the first time.
Listen, he knows I had all his Christmas gifts, and I was trying to get over there to give them to him. If you had mailed them there, they'd still be in the lobby of his apartment building right now.
I'm not the easiest guy to get in touch with.
Ask Tim Sabian about his Christmas gift.
See, we even joke about how, like...
Why couldn't you get over to Artie with the gifts?
It's tough. I don't get over there all the time.
But why?
When he moves up by me, when he buys that nice house, it'll be a lot easier to get over there.
Get over there. I mean...
No, because
why? But Gary said to you, look, if you can't get the gifts to Artie, let me handle it.
I'll mail it.
Mail it?
And you go, don't worry, I got it, man. I got it.
Because, Gary, if you had mailed it, he wouldn't have seen them yet.
But, I would have felt better about it, because I would have known they were there.
All right, so I gave them to him the next time we were back on the wrap-up. You gave him I gave him the second part of your gift.
Gary could have done that himself.
Okay, Gary could have done it.
Right.
Well, here's the point. He's catching shit. You don't know the situation. It's like there's times during vacation where I just don't even call him back for a few days because I'm just I just don't want to talk to anybody. Was it the entire
vacation?
And we were trying to make appointments to when he was going to come over and give me all the gifts, and I just don't care, And then I finally got some of them on New Year's Day. I opened gifts on New Year's Day because I needed a shirt. That's why I opened gifts.
So wait a second. How did you get some of them but not mine, as for instance, on New Year's Day?
That I don't know.
Yeah, well, why wasn't Gary's delivered on New Year's Day?
Gary, I didn't deliver anything. I mean, he just got the ones that he took home with him. That's what he opened.
All right, okay.
Well, no, I never got a chance to bring anything over to him. I mean, whatever he took, he took.
What's John Hine basing that on? What happened in the past with Ted where he wouldn't trust him to do something?
Yeah. I don't know. I know that Teddy and John and I have a weird relationship. So Teddy also engineers the wrap-up show.
Right. That's how I met him.
And we've had a couple of weird moments. The first weird moment was John and I were doing the show, and I wish I could remember what we were talking about, but we were in the middle of talking, and all of a sudden Teddy starts giving us the cut side to stop talking about whatever we're talking about. So John and I go to commercial. We're like freaked out, and we go, Teddy, what was that all about? He goes, I didn't think you should be talking about that. And we were like, aren't you the engineer? So we said, don't ever do that again. So that was a weird moment.
No, that was something weird. I forget.
Ted, don't edit Gary and John.
No. It was just weird. And then the other thing was like, in the wrap-up show, now there's like 10 guys that come to the wrap-up show, so we put all these microphones out. So what happened is somebody would hit the table, it would make a noise. So I said, Teddy, with those microphones, we got to put some padding under it because make a lot of noise. I probably told them that 9 times before it got fixed. I was like, Teddy, do you hear everybody hitting the table making noise? Can you fix the microphones, please? It just sounds shitty. So I just find that stuff takes a while for him to get to.
Oh, wow. Gary.
There's guys
unbelievable.
Do you know Artie really well? Do you know his favorite brand of spaghetti sauce and stuff?
No, I don't. I mean,
What's my Starbucks order?
No, that's easy. Caramel macchiato, grande, a little cinnamon, one sweet and low. Mix it up real good. I'm good at that.
Maybe we ought to have battle of the assistants. Like I could have my assistant Laura come in, you could come in.
Again, I'm part-time, gentlemen. I have a full-time job here.
Laura's the Michael Jordan of assistants. That'll be right. You love Laura. obviously,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I love her.
I could tell she's great at what she does.
She is.
But I think you could match Laura up against my mom. I'm pretty sure Laura would win hands
Oh, really?
down. Yeah.
But I think, especially for the New York City area, I pay Teddy part-time type money, and he does a very good job for me. The guys in the back that I've known forever, I really think they work their asses off. I didn't know they had time to be my assistant. You know what? He had some time on his hands, and he was aggressive in helping me with stuff.
I hear the buzz is that Teddy runs around like a big shit because he's Artie's assistant.
Well, now
That's
Artie's
what I'm
flying him here and there. Oh,
Yeah.
he's got great perks.
Tell Will to take it easy back there.
The TV guys...
Is it Will?
Yeah, well, the TV guys were...
Will gives him a lot of shit. Will's on him.
The TV guys were saying to me, and this is, I guess, because I work for you, like, I'm always thinking, whenever you say, oh, I need this or I want this, I make a note, I write it down, and I'll come back in and say I found it or whatever. And the TV guys were saying that they hear over and over again, Artie goes, I can't find these sneakers or I can't find that. They're thinking, well, shouldn't Teddy be looking for those?
Yeah, but I'm just a disorganized fuck. Look, I mean, there's perks in the sense that, like, in the past 3 months, he's been with me to South Beach, to Vegas, to the Playboy Mansion.
Here's
but
Ronnie,
it's all for work, though. He's working.
Here we go.
What do you mean, here we go?
Come on.
Go ahead.
You want me to pile on? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Well, isn't that why you're here?
Yeah. Everybody, they said I'm always the spokesman because I guess I'm Mr. Asshole, has to go in and say everything.
I'll agree to that. Go ahead.
All right. Since he's working for Artie, he's got this attitude like he is Artie.
Right.
He walks around, like, a perfect example was, you and I were walking out one day, and it was the weekend Artie was playing in Miami.
Yeah.
And he grabbed us in the hall, and maybe we were walking down the hall, and he goes, wish us luck in Miami this weekend. And you kind of looked at him, and I looked at him like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, like, wish us...
about that?
Yeah. Well, what do you mean? He's not playing the show.
Right. One guy's performing and one guy's traveling.
I meant with the broads, you moron.
Yeah, okay. But and then he's got this habit now. He comes down here.
But you made it sound like Howard was real aggravated at that.
He wasn't aggravated, but he just looked at me.
He didn't even remember.
You were aggravated. I don't even remember.
No, I wasn't aggravated, but we both looked at each other like, what the hell is he talking about? Wish us luck in Miami.
I probably wasn't even sure who he was.
You know what?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you this, though, Howard. After Ronnie said that to me, I pulled Teddy aside, and he got me paranoid. I said, listen, just don't bug Howard if he's walking out. He's zoning out after the show. And he goes, I never bug him. Because Ronnie really made it sound like he was fucking...
Sounds like Ronnie was irked.
Ronnie's got to hold on to everything. No one can talk to you. Nobody can say a word.
That's not true.
Don't talk to Howard.
Oh, that's such
Don't bother Howard.
That's bullcrap.
Don't bother Howard when he's leaving.
All right, listen, dude. Now you want to play games? All right, we'll play games now. All right, now you come down. You come down here now, like when the rule is here when there's naked girls in the studio, and we have a thing called the shutdown. Okay, we close all the doors to the studios. The interns aren't allowed in to look.
Right.
People that don't work back here aren't supposed to be in here.
Right.
Okay, so all of a sudden, Teddy comes down all the time. Every time there's a naked girl, it just happens to show up down here.
Oh, no one else is like that around here.
I throw him out, and I tell him, no, you can't go in the room and watch.
And what does he say?
So one day I said to him, Teddy, no, you're not supposed to be back here now. You're not supposed to be doing that. Well, I work on the wrap-up show. I'm part of this show. I'm supposed to be here. I go, no, you're not.
That was like January 10th, 2006.
Yeah, okay. And then what about the other day when Artie wasn't here and Mary Carey was in here naked, and it was a commercial break, and all of a sudden the door opens.
Walked into... Yeah,
all of a sudden the door opens and Teddy walks in. I go, Teddy, what are you doing in here? Artie's not here. You don't belong here.
Artie's not here. Artie's not here, pal. Move along.
Exactly.
Artie's not here.
Exactly
Move along.
Right.
Well, he's right.
Well, no, but I peeked in and I was just like...
you peeked in to see Mary Carey. Don't bullshit
please.
me,
I wouldn't ruin any chances of coming in here for that.
You're standing here staring like a pervert.
Did you see the chick Artie banged?
No.
He was in bed all weekend.
Wow.
I didn't see her. I saw the other one, the little one.
Hey, I do have one more thing to say that is a little weird, so I'm going to tell Teddy because it's easier than telling him in real life. Sometimes when I come to my office, Teddy's sitting in a chair in my office.
Oh.
And I go, hey, Teddy, what's up? Not my chair, a chair. And I go, what's up? And he goes, nothing. I just need a place to sit. So if you cannot do that anymore, that'd be a big help.
Oh, okay.
Ted, don't do that anymore.
No, it's weird. Like, I walk in, he's in my office, and I start to type, and he's, like, sitting there, and I don't know what to say.
Let's go to Sunny. Sunny, you're on the air in Middlesex, New Jersey. And
what a nice Monday.
What's on your mind?
A lot of jealousy.
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
And you know what? This guy might be the biggest asshole in the world, this Teddy. But right now, Gary, you're coming off as like a jealous guy who's just busting this kid's balls. So, you got a break. Leave him alone.
Where did Gary go? He just walked out. We're in the middle of a discussion with him, and he walks out.
That was the door with Gary.
Oh, there he is.
Gary.
He just ran around.
Oh, no. The guy says you're being an asshole.
Well, I mean, there's a certain expectation, and I just thought that the money's not bad. I'm telling you, the money is not bad. And sometimes I feel like stuff doesn't get to Artie quick enough.
What's the strangest thing you ever had to buy Artie, Teddy?
Strangest thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. I mean, nothing really.
Nothing unusual.
Yeah, nothing crazy. Unusual. I brought him a T-shirt, right? I brought him a T-shirt because he's been complaining about his shirts with his belly hanging out.
Yeah.
So a nice listener sent in a nice XXX T-shirt. I brought it down. He ended up wearing it on stage Saturday night. So it's like things like that.
Me and Ted have had one incident where I really got mad at him.
Oh, yeah?
But there was, to me, it was just a one-time thing. And New Year's Eve, my New Year's Eve gig, they get us a nice limo to go down to the Tower Theater in Philly, all right? So now he's working the whole night, you know. And he brings his girlfriend. His girlfriend is a real pretty, lovely girl. And at the end of the night, like, you know, someone's got to go up and get my check and get stuff coordinated and then get me to wherever the fuck the limo is and everything. And I was sober. I stayed sober. He's ossified drunk with his girlfriend. Right. Ossified.
He's having
drunk.
a party.
And he goes, well, it was New Year's. I go, New Year's. The limo driver stayed sober. He's working. You're working on New Year's. So, but the limo drive home, Howard, I just wanted to mellow out, put the iPod on, and just relax. I'm in the middle of my own Real World episode. Him and his girlfriend, they're in their mid-20s, drunken mid-20s people, a couple argument.
Yeah.
Oh, my
argument.
God. Yeah, about people in their mid-20s arguing who are a couple. It reminds me of Real World Philly or something.
Yeah, who wants to see that?
You want to strangle them. I almost kicked them out at, like, the Joyce Kilmer rest stop.
That's beautiful.
It was
all
bad.
right, so, Teddy, evidently there's a lot of jealousy about your new position with Artie.
I didn't realize I was going to create that.
Yeah. And Ronnie says there's resentment.
A lot of people that are, like, I know 2 people for a fact that are really annoyed that you didn't hire them.
Who are the 2 people?
Jason and Will.
Yeah.
Listen, I love Jason and Will more than anybody. I think they're great. They look to me like they work 12 hours a fucking day. This was a situation where he obviously had some free time.
Yeah, but they need the money, man.
Right. Well, are you mad?
No, I was never upset that I wasn't chosen. I honestly probably couldn't even have the time to do it. I just think that Teddy is like pretty much a douchebag, and if you're going to give an opportunity to someone to make a lot of money, like give it to like Steve Brandana, who doesn't make a lot of money and I know works hard and is familiar with the show.
Yeah,
like,
but it's up to Artie.
Of course it is. And that's
I didn't know Steve.
I really don't bust his balls that bad about it anymore because whatever. If he wants to hire me,
Teddy seems like a good guy.
He's an awesome guy.
Why is Ted a douchebag?
He's not an awesome guy?
What was that face?
He's just like whatever. He just like he got this great opportunity and now he acts like his shit doesn't stink pretty much. Like him and Artie are best buds for
great
like years now.
Opportunity. He's the assistant of a guy who's probably going to die in 3 years.
It's going nowhere.
Artie is not like 20-year-old kids going to the Playboy Mansion every week and going to like Miami to hang out for the Super Bowl or Vegas or whatever it is.
Right, I know. There's definitely
but he has to talcum Artie's balls.
Yeah, whatever. But he's not very appreciative. It doesn't seem, at least it doesn't seem like he's very appreciative.
What's he going to do?
Like, it's kind of deserved. Because you could just be like, hey, man, you know, it's very
what's he going to do? Kiss Artie's ass all day? That would be uncomfortable.
No, but he rubs it in everyone's face. Hey, I'm going out to Vegas this weekend. And, you know, and it's just like obnoxious.
I mean, I don't see any of that.
Get the fuck out of here. Who cares about you?
All right, there's a lot of anger. Wow.
I don't brag. I don't even speak to anybody. That's what it said. In fact, on the intern show, the last semester, they awarded me like something like most conceited because they think I don't talk to anybody.
Well,
I don't flaunt that I'm going away.
Teddy,
what about you, Jason? Would you? Was I missing the boat by not hiring you as an assistant?
Well, of course you missed the boat by not hiring me. No.
But would you have time to do this?
No, I don't. But I wasn't upset by Teddy. I want to say Ronnie was wrong on that. I mean, he's jealous. Teddy's making great money for it. I don't know what he does. But I also don't agree with Will. I don't think Teddy's an asshole at all. I actually get along with Teddy very, very well.
I actually get along with Will, too.
You seem like a good guy to me. He's actually been pretty helpful to me with my computer, my laptop, and all that.
To me, that's case closed. Jason and Will do not have the time to do this.
And I helped Ronnie at Carnegie getting you in and out
bottom line, Teddy's not an asshole. Some people agree, some people disagree. But we've heard it all.
This place is hilarious.
Yeah, happy Monday. My tooth hurts.
Welcome home.
All right, Artie, your assistant. Ronnie, thank you. Wow. There's a couple other things I wanted to mention. What the hell is going on at Ryan O'Neill's house? And by the way, if you missed any of our discussion of Super Bowl, I see there are about 4 people on the phone want to know if Artie got a whore in Las Vegas.
All has been discussed.
Yeah,
already.
the show repeats all day and night, so you'll hear the entire discussion. And it's a 2-hour Super Bowl discussion, including, including every bit of every minuscule detail. How's that?
Ending with a midget throwing up. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
So it's all there.
Oh, God.
It's just to repeat it for each individual person who might have woken up late.
God, I wish I had videotape of that.
That's the one thing I'm sorry I really missed.
By the way, the other thing, the greatness of satellite, too, there is a L.A. feed. Right now, you probably, if you went over to Channel 101,
you could hear that.
You would hear that discussion starting right now. So there it is. And you'll hear it. In fact, if you tune over right now, you'll hear a great Mama Look a Boo Boo Day about how upset Mama Look a Boo Boo Day, our traffic copter person, is upset about the light-skinned black coach winning.
Yeah, he weighed in early this morning. He was
That's
so upset.
right. In fact, he got first on the air. He hogged the microphone.
He usually doesn't get up that early.
He did 20 minutes on how he's not a real black man, how he wishes Lovey had won because Lovey's a real black man.
But he was upset that neither coach spoke like a black man.
Yeah, he thinks they're both sellouts. So if you want to hear that discussion, it's going on presently on 101. What is it, Ralph? We haven't heard from you. Go ahead.
Hey, now.
By the way, I want to thank Ralph for not calling me during the Super Bowl and constantly giving me updates. It's real annoying because I watch on satellite and he watches on cable, and for some reason...
No, I watch on satellite.
Oh, you do? Then
yeah,
I don't know. For some reason, I'm always behind you.
I know. We were watching one. I was on the phone talking to you, and I was like, oh, that's going to be a touchdown. And
yeah. Oh, it ruined the game for me. But what do you want to say?
Can't anybody be happy for anyone over there? I mean, you know, everybody's so jealous. If anything good happens to anybody, all of a sudden somebody's got an attitude.
If you worked on the show a long time, of course no one could be happy for anybody over here.
You start making shit up. Like, Teddy's horrible because he wants to see naked chicks. I mean, come on.
Yeah, who doesn't?
And Artie, I'm just curious. You said he was working all night on New Year's Eve.
Right.
What does that involve, working all night? Like, what does he do all night?
Well, and like when you play one of these theaters, there's a million people around, like a promoter and you know, like coordinating stuff like a sound check, the other acts who got to know where to go, and just a lot of little things that I don't have to tell people.
So he gets all that shit done for you.
He does. I give him a rating. I think he does a good job. But
so he works for you, and that's good. So why?
And you're happy with him.
Right. There was one incident where, you know, he got drunk working, and I said, listen, this is weird coming from me, but I might get drunk. I need you to stay sober. And he agreed. He understood, and that was it. It didn't happen again.
Well, he just needs to be a little bit more proactive. Like when your pants ripped in L.A., he should have been able to get a new pair of pants.
Yeah, he should have my pants radar. All
right, thank you, Ralph, for the input. Thank you very much. Now, first of all, I got this email yesterday about one of the chicks who did our show, a porno chick, has cancer.
What?
Yes. So I thought
that's horrible.
Yes. I want to mention that. And let me see if I can find that real quick. Oh, I've got so many things. I don't see it now. Hold on. I got paper after paper, and the one I'm looking for I don't have. What is the girl's name? Now I don't have the article, so what can I do?
Which girl? You don't remember?
What is that?
Nikki Hunter.
Yeah, but Jason, didn't I ask you to print that out, or are you going to tell me I didn't? I got a whole article.
He's bringing it in, but he's saying that he'll tell you. He's bringing it in now.
Are you sure you get all my emails? Maybe I got something wrong with my computer. But just
I didn't get it, Howard.
Really? Okay.
You sent a note. He said good, but it didn't say print or anything.
Oh, all right. Well, let me have that.
Bring it in now.
All right. The girl, I kind of remember it. She was on our show. I don't remember being on the show because I got a memory that doesn't really work too good. But I do know that she has lymphatic cancer of some kind. Here we go.
Do you remember what she looked like?
Thank you. I do now because I got a picture over here. Nikki Hunter diagnosed with cancer, fundraising efforts underway. 27-year-old adult performer director Nikki Hunter was diagnosed recently with lymphoblastic leukemia, a complex form of cancer targeting the lymph system. Outpouring of sympathy, a lot of people upset. They're saying that she can't do anal anymore. Who saw that in the article?
What a shame.
That's the result of her cancer.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like when Guidry lost his slider.
Oh. Towards the end of November, Nikki began having back pain. She said within a month or so, it progressed to the point where her left side was completely distended. She was having severe back pain to the point where she couldn't get out of bed. So eventually she went to Dr. So-and-so. He took an X-ray, and they found a large mass in her chest. Ooh. Turned out to be her thymus gland blown up about the size of an oblong grapefruit. Kind of looked like an octopus wrapped around her heart. The cause of the affliction is T cells dropping a chromosome, replicating uncontrollably, blah, 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 blah. It's not a simple type of cancer to treat. Where does it say she can't have anal anymore?
Oh,
there she is.
Towards the end of the article.
All right. Everyone's want to get involved. She wants to thank everyone for caring. She's in good spirits. She's back with her family. Here it is. Nikki, a lot of things are going to have to change. Nikki Hunter is still going to be able to have a career. She's still going to be able to be in the industry. She's going to have to take a few months off, but certain things like her feature dancing, she's not going to be able to do anymore. All of her anal scenes can't do that anymore either. Why can't you have anal?
I don't understand. Wait, she's still going to work, but she can't have anal?
Nikki was always known for being very rough, very hardcore. A lot of that's got to change. Now she has to live with a quieter life. So the doctors got her off all anal.
Quiet is no anal.
Right. She was beginning chemotherapy treatments and in positive spirits.
The only thing I can think of is that might expose her to infection or something.
Well, here she is giving oral in a scene from DP Me Baby, one of her big films. Well, that's a shame.
What makes a chick make that noise?
I wouldn't know. I don't have that kind of equipment.
I think that's how she got the cancer.
Yeah. Look, then I was watching the Super Bowl, and then I taped it because I couldn't stay up the last half hour.
Really?
I literally woke up at 3:30 and watched the ending.
Oh, you didn't see the ending?
No, I did.
You saw it on tape.
Yeah.
Man,
No, I woke up at 3:30.
I don't know how you did that.
Well, it was like it never. In other words, it was like taking a nap.
He didn't know the result.
Yeah, it was cool.
But still, I don't know how the fuck you.
How do you go to sleep while it's still
I had been waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning all weekend. I get up so early that I just can't keep my eyes open, and I can't nap on Sunday because I want to be up for this job,
right.
you know?
No, I know.
So it's a whole scheduling thing. Also, I didn't have 20 grand on it like you did.
Well,
I didn't get that excited.
I stayed up all night in Vegas, got to the plane, didn't sleep on the plane, and I still stayed up for the whole game because I had money on it. Money will do that.
So when you banged that chick, you went to sleep at 6 in the morning, woke up at 2, and then from 2 o'clock you did the show and all that other stuff, had your whole day, and then you stayed up the whole night and went home in the morning?
Stayed up the whole night, went right to the airport from the club at the Hard Rock.
I don't see how you don't pass out in the plane.
What did you stay up the whole night?
The last show ended at about 1:30. We had to stick around to get paid and everything. So about 2 a.m. we got done with that. I ran up to my room to shower again because I was sweaty from working. We got a limo over to the club at the Hard Rock. Got there about 3. Hung there till about 5.
Wow.
Got right in another car. Went back to the Luxor. Grabbed our shit. Got a cab.
How do you do it?
Got a car right.
Horrible.
Well, you've got some constitution.
We got a car right to the airport, and again, I don't know.
Sleep on the plane?
It was a fun weekend.
No,
we had adrenaline going. Me and DePaulo were sitting next to each other in first class, so we were bullshitting, and I tried to lay back and sleep, but I didn't really get any sleep at all. Got off the plane, got home, got my shit done, and it was kickoff. And then and then the adrenaline of the game kept me up, and I passed out at 10:30.
So, and you woke up for work this morning. So you had very little sleep.
10:30 to 5 a.m. I slept.
How do you not get sick? I tell you.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I don't think he was sick last week. He was just resting, so he
getting ready.
That.
Well, 10:30 to 5 a.m., that's almost 7 hours.
But you missed a whole night of sleep.
I had been up, I had been up for,
like 48 hours.
Right, yeah.
So meanwhile, I wake up this morning, I'm watching it. And then at the end of the Super Bowl, it's like they were celebrating, and my TiVo, I don't know what happened, switched over. Or something happened.
It had another program scheduled to record, I guess.
So it pops back onto regular TV, and there's a replay of Entertainment Tonight. And I saw the most disturbing story. The camera crew from either Entertainment Tonight or Extra or Access Hollywood, they all look the same to me. They had camera crew with Dina Lohan, Lindsay Lohan's mother, when she's going to try and visit her daughter fresh out of rehab. And I'm like, no wonder Lindsay Lohan's so insane. Her old man's in jail. We've spoken to him. He sounds like he's, a live wire.
Right.
The mother, she's taking a camera crew, and she's complaining about the paparazzi. The mother of Lindsay Lohan, imagine if you are a kid was at a rehab, or just going into rehab, I don't know which it was, I was groggy, would you take a camera crew with you and and get made up for the camera crew?
No way.
I mean...
These aren't normal people.
And it's like Dina Lohan wanted a camera crew while she's preparing to go visit her daughter, Lindsay.
It was like getting ready for the Oscars.
Yeah.
They show her getting made up and all that stuff.
It's the saddest thing I ever... No wonder this girl's insane.
Yeah,
if that was my mom...
Whatever that show was is evil.
No doubt. They must have been going, man, thank God Dina Lohan's nuts, because we can go...
They're evil.
I mean, if she's not nuts, she's got such a Jones for celebrity. But
that's nuts.
I mean, it's
when
just...
your child is sick. And you ought to have a little bit of a feeling that you failed in some way, because your very young daughter is so out of control, she needs rehab at the age of 20.
Yeah, I don't know. I was very confused by this story. And if she wants to come in here and explain this to me, I would love to know.
Yeah, I want to know how this is helping.
Well, that's the big question. Is it the media that preys on this that's the devil? Is it this woman who's the devil? Is it?
I think it's a little bit of both.
Somebody knows this is wrong. Whoever knows this is wrong and is still doing it is evil.
Right. And then you have books like that Bonfire of the Vanities that just says, like, everyone's an asshole. Everyone's involved in it.
It was confusing to me, more confusing than what's the difference between a Sunni and a Shiite, which I still don't know, by the way.
Why are Americans dying over the difference between those two?
Well, I'll tell you what.
I read an editorial in the paper about what is going on in Iraq, and they were saying it's not a sectarian war. But when they finished explaining why it's not a sectarian war, I didn't know what it just sounds like a big mess.
I just know that they did some kind of survey, and most congressmen who actually get to vote on this stuff, whether, how much funds to appropriate and all that kind of stuff, and comment on it, and they're taken seriously. Most of them can't tell you the difference between a Sunni and a Shiite.
Yeah,
I really don't
know. But that apparently isn't even the problem over there, according to this one column.
I don't know, but what is a Sunni and what is a Shiite?
That's another difference. What I know. If you were going to sit a fucking 15-year-old kid down and explain World War II to him, it's easy.
Right.
There were these bad guys called Nazis.
And they were German.
Yeah.
And they wanted to conquer the world.
How do you explain this to a kid? I couldn't do it.
Well, here's even like the Civil War. Some white people thought we should keep black slaves, and some didn't.
That was the main issue, and
Listen.
That's why those wars were, they came and they went.
Yeah, it was simple. This war's been going on no matter who was in control. But I know that Saddam Hussein was one of those, Sunni or Shiite, and he was in the minority. So whatever he was
a Sunni, I think.
Right. There's less Sunnis than Shiites. And the thing is that I just want to make that word sound as close to shit as I can. Sunnis and shits.
It does.
But meanwhile, whatever Saddam Hussein was, there were fewer of them. But he came to power and made it good for them.
Started torturing the other ones.
And started torturing where there's more of them.
Yeah.
And all I know is none of them had any balls to fight Saddam. But now they all have balls fighting
to each other
in America.
Else.
They all seem like they're ready to fight. So why the fuck they couldn't overthrow Saddam Hussein themselves is beyond me. That's why when President Bush says, well, it's a timetable, it's up to them to give them the country. They seem to know how to fight. They were such cowards when Saddam Hussein was there.
And the world's had crazy fucking leaders like that forever.
Right.
I mean, like Vlad the Impaler. I just watched a thing about that motherfucker. He was also part of a minority, and he took over this...
He's Dracula.
Yeah, right. And he just impaled... He just invited the people, the enemy, over to an Easter dinner, and then just impaled them all.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how you get rid of people.
Right.
Effective. What do you want to say? Well, you got some kind of knowledge?
Yeah, you want to know the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference between a Sunni and a Shiite?
When Prophet Muhammad died, right, Sunnis believed that the leader of, the religious leader should be direct descendants of his family, whereas the Shia felt that it should be an elected position.
Oh, my God.
That's it?
That's it?
And that's the main difference.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
You couldn't even fight over that. So go elect somebody.
Is one of them darker than another? Or
no, I don't
kinky
think there's
hair?
any physical differences.
No,
it's almost like Catholics and Protestants.
Yeah, how do you even tell one from the other? Can you by looking?
I don't know. I just read
So what's really happened is it's become an economic thing. In other words, one group prospered and the other ones didn't.
I know that the Sunni, which was
Saddam Hussein's
that's
guy.
his group, right? They've always felt like they were the persecuted group.
Well,
right.
Until he came to power.
Like the underdogs.
And then when he came to power, they weren't the underdogs.
Well, this is just, I mean, we're talking about the entire Middle East. I'm not talking about just, I mean, there's Sunni and Shia in every country.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Oh,
in fact, wait a minute, Iran is a Shiite country.
Right.
All religious factions are big religions if you explain the differences in the two. Like, if you went up to an average person and said, what's the difference between Christians and Jews, what do you think they would say? Like, he just had a definite definition of the difference.
One killed Christ, the other didn't.
Well, I remember asking my mother when I was about 10 or 11 years old, I remember saying to her, what is the difference between Jewish people and what we... And she said...
one has big noses?
She basically said...
They're good with money.
Well, she said that we Christians believe that Jesus Christ was
the Messiah.
The Messiah. The Jews believe he existed, but he was not the Messiah.
They're still waiting for the Messiah.
The Jews are waiting for the Messiah.
And as a 10-year-old, I remember even going, and that's it. That's pretty much it.
That's it.
You know, I mean, and that's been causing trouble for fucking 2 billion years.
Wait a minute, it's more ridiculous than that. What is the difference between different Christian sects, like Catholics and Presbyterians?
Well, my point is, suddenly these people, first of all, most of us don't know the difference. Second of all, most of us don't care. And third of all, they seem plenty brave now. They could have overthrown Saddam anytime they wanted to.
Yeah.
They seem to know how to fight. Ralph, what do you want to say?
Hey, now.
Hey, now, hurry up.
Hey, you know, I happened to see that story you were talking about with Lindsay Lohan.
Amazing, right?
I was shocked. I was in the, my God, is anybody watching this? This was incredible. First of all, she's a stage mother. Like, you know, she goes to parties with her and stuff like that all the time.
Right.
But it was so weird. She was, like, in the car fixing her makeup with the camera crew, complaining that the paparazzi and everybody is making a spectacle out of this.
That's why those shows are so great.
Evil. All evil.
And then they follow her around and say, we can't get any privacy. And they're trying to eat at Orzo, and they're trying to go shopping, and they're just following her everywhere. But, yeah, of course.
You got a camera crew with you.
You're not trying to eat at, like, some diner in Queens. You're going to Orzo.
Eat at home. There's no camera there, I guarantee
And the mother's flipping her hair and going, these people aren't going to take my daughter. And I was like, oh, my God.
Yeah, it was a whole special going to visit Lindsay Lohan out of rehab or just going into rehab, one of those.
She was just coming out of rehab.
Right.
Great, thanks.
Well, I think she was just...
What is that, J.D.?
She went to visit her in rehab, but she also brought Lindsay's younger sister with her, too.
Yeah, they were all on camera.
Yeah, who should be in therapy.
Thank you, Ralphie.
Immediately, thank you.
All right. By the way, hey, did anybody see on the Internet the way I saw it or saw the actual Jimmy Kimmel show where Andy Dick got thrown off? They had to drag him off?
No, what happened?
Did you see it, Ralph?
No, it sounds great, though.
It's so great. I think it's up on YouTube or something, which, by the way, I mean...
What did Andy do?
Jimmy Kimmel had Andy on, and then he brought out the very beautiful Donald Trump's daughter, Ivanka. I mean, she is so hot. It's just sickening how hot she is. And she's rich, and she's also got a brain, because, like, when she talks, she doesn't sound like an idiot. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, she's out there, and she's wearing, like, a short dress, and she looks fucking great. Andy is, I guess, wasted. Evidently, his sobriety isn't working.
Oh, dear.
This was the greatest television I ever saw. And Andy starts rubbing Ivanka's legs.
Just starts touching her.
And it really is inappropriate. I mean, you know, you can't go into a woman's face like that.
I guess.
You know, I mean, it's just real, and you could tell she didn't want it, but she was being a good sport about it. She wasn't being a dick. Finally, Jimmy was like, you got to stop, you got to stop. And then when he didn't stop, he told him to leave. Andy wouldn't leave.
What did Andy say? Did he ignore Jimmy completely?
Yeah.
I mean,
well,
it
was weird.
Know that he was talking to him?
I don't know. Andy looked really out of it. We got to get Andy to talk about this. So then Jimmy gets up, and the security guy comes over, that Uncle Frank guy. Right. Looks like he couldn't beat up anyone.
He actually had to do something.
And then they bring the real security guy, too. And the two of them grab him and Jimmy, and they drag him by the legs right off the couch onto the floor and out the door.
And is Jimmy laughing at this point, or is he mad?
No, I think he was really upset.
Right.
Because Jimmy wrote me about it. We write each other a lot. So I said, gee, congratulations on some great television. He was like, you know, first of all, Jimmy goes, he promised us he would behave. And I go,
right, don't forget it. It's Andy Dick.
You don't have Andy.
People's faces.
You don't have Andy on if you want behavior.
Yeah.
But anyway, he said it just, you know, got out of control. It really looked like he wasn't thrilled because... You know, it wasn't cool. Like, if you saw a girl getting mauled in front of you, you got to do something.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't just sit there and go, ha, 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 this is funny.
Especially if it's on your watch, you know, it's your show.
And you got the cameras rolling, and you're probably saying to yourself, gee, this is weird. I'm not sure what to do, but I know the right thing in real life would be to get this guy out of the room. He's getting inappropriate with this young girl. So, I mean, I understand it.
Jimmy's got to be thrilled, though. Something finally happened on that show.
I think Jimmy was thrilled. But I got
to go on YouTube and watch it.
I don't know if it's on YouTube or...
One of those. I'll find it somewhere.
Somebody forwarded it to me, I think J.D. or Richard Christie.
And you think it was all real?
Yeah, oh, no, this was real. This was real. There's no question about it. And Jimmy told me, too, and there's no doubt it's real, right, J.D.? It's real.
It's real. I saw it on Perez Hilton, but I'm sure it's on YouTube.
Oh, that's the way to go. PerezHilton.com. Go on there, you'll see. Go on there now, Ralph.
Yeah, just search until you find it.
Yeah. Thank you, J.D.
Where's J.D.'s Hawaiian music?
Are we going with this today or Hawaiian music?
I do both.
You do?
Yes, I do.
He does. He rotates.
I rotate it.
I do love that Hawaiian music. Although it's great when that energetic music comes on and JD, so,
and then, of course, there's...
Well, maybe she should have some coming in and going out music.
You know, I heard a replay.
Hokey, la.
I heard a replay, I think, one of the shows I was out last week. And did you have him sitting in for a couple hours, J.D.?
No, he was here.
He just happened to be here, and it all
Artie's
came
music.
up.
But it was funny. It was funny to hear him just sitting in, like when you guys are talking about something else, because you hear the cackle every once in a while.
Right, well, he tried to walk out with the don't you leave.
No.
Yeah.
Also, Fred has tape of his cackle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you might have been hearing that.
Oh, okay. Constant.
Hey, Ralph, aside from that thing on Prince's head, didn't you think Prince was really good?
Yeah, he looked like Lucy with that schmont on.
That's what I said this morning.
That was weird.
It's like the same schmont that Lucy
Yeah,
wore.
and I just figured he was like, oh, crap, it's raining. My dew will get all messed up.
You know what he got great was at the end when he did, what did he do with Watchtower?
Purple Rain.
No, Watchtower and that Dave Grohl song.
I thought Watchtower, I thought that was good.
That was good.
He's a great performer in the sense that he plays great guitar and he looks like really smooth doing it. Like most great guitar, I think of a great guitarist, I think of Neil Young and that grunge, you know. He looks like a guy.
Can dance while he plays.
You're shocked that he can play as well as he can because he's dressed, you know, in a crazy outfit.
He's just fruity.
And then he throws away the guitar and he's a great dancer.
He's the best all-around performer in the history, I think, of rock and roll.
Hey Howard, you know what I was thinking about when I was watching that? You know the whole Janet Jackson thing? Wasn't Justin Timberlake the guy on stage with her?
Yes.
How did he come out of that unscathed?
Well,
he ran and said, I had no idea she was going to do that.
And she said he was
ripped her top off.
Yeah, he claims it was an accident, too.
He got cooler from it somehow. He got edgier. And
you know what I realized? That Super Bowl, I missed Janet Jackson's titty. I could have killed myself. You know why?
Yeah, that was...
Because... you know, I used to mess around, date. I shouldn't mess around. I was dating Angie Everhart.
Right,
and she
had to watch the lingerie bowl.
I had to watch the lingerie bowl.
You were not dating Angie Everhart when that happened.
No, I'm saying because I dated her, how could I miss the lingerie bowl?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
I was like, first of all, I was shocked she was kind of doing it. Like, it was kind of a weird event for her to be in, I thought.
I fucking missed it, too. I'm pissed off of myself.
And I tuned up, and I remember Beth, I think, wanted to see it, too, because...
She wanted to see the girl you had been dating.
That I'd been fucking, yeah. So then, I think that was that going on, so we couldn't wait to watch the lingerie bowl. And meanwhile, there was no titty. No. Those chicks were so harnessed in, I thought I'd be seeing titty on the lingerie bowl, like a nip slip or something.
I think I called you, and you're like, what did I miss? What?
I go, what? What happened?
I was sitting there watching it that year, and I was like, wait a minute, did I just see a breast? I had to roll back.
Too bad I never banged Janet Jackson. I would have stayed with that.
Not with that sloppy titty.
Oh, that was some titty. That was a mess of a titty, huh?
Oh.
Right,
you'd still do it because she was famous.
Right. That's why I still think it was an accident. There's no way she was showing that thing off.
Yeah, but you would fuck Janet Jackson, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, because she's Janet Jackson.
Right, exactly. So would I.
But now if she was like a chick working at the store or something.
She's Janet Jackson.
I would have fucked LaToya. She was very fine.
Oh, LaToya was in that stupid cop thing just now.
Yeah, I know.
She was one of the stars who were...
You know, speaking of the Super Bowl, one quick thing. You're right. Every Super Bowl should be played in a dome because that game now has an asterisk by it, no matter what you say.
Yeah, you think?
I don't think so. I think the better team won.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Hey, there's a guy on the phone.
Grossman, he wasn't ready.
There's a guy on the phone that says, you mean he wasn't ready because of the weather?
No, he wasn't ready to deal with that kind of pressure.
Yeah. And there's other games that are played in bad weather, so are you going to put an asterisk on all of them, Ralph?
Hey, this guy says, somebody, he says that they flew a kid with balloons at the Super Bowl. Is that true?
No, wait a minute.
Tom, is that true? What?
Yeah, Howard, if you watch the halftime show, they had a Cirque du Soleil halftime show last night. And during this halftime show, they had a midget that, honest to God, they attacked about 4 to 6 very big weather balloons to him, and he was all around.
Are you serious?
You know what? This guy's confused. He's right, though. It wasn't the halftime.
It was pregame.
It was pregame, and there was Cirque du Soleil, and there were balloons, and somebody was floating, but I couldn't see who it was.
See, that's what I want to do with Eric the Midget, and the kid just, like, freaked out, saying it wasn't safe. We could find the right people to do it. Ted, you're on the air.
Floating people outside in the rain.
What's up?
I just thinking about. You caught me off guard here. I think the football game should be played out in the weather. Because
yeah, I was saying that maybe.
I mean, why change that now?
I was saying maybe they shouldn't, but you know what? I got to tell you, I thought that Super Bowl was so exciting because of the weather.
And some great championship games in the mud, in the. I mean, like you couldn't. There was no grass left on the field.
You don't want clean uniforms in football, man.
But I felt bad for the fans. I mean, the people who paid all that money. I mean,
you got to figure. I mean, it's I believe it's an outside sport, and hey, I mean.
Hey, what about this? What about this to make things equal? Change the game of football where they put sprinkler systems indoors and they have to play in the rain every time.
Yeah, we can choose the weather.
Make it a water sport.
Well, one of the greatest championship games ever, the NFL championship game, the Ice Bowl between the Cowboys and Green Bay at Green Bay.
That's what I'm talking about. That was a great,
remember those old clips of Vince Lombardi sitting there blowing on it?
The breath is coming out.
And the snow is coming down.
Yeah, you can't have that in, Miami or Arizona.
Yeah, but there's nothing better than watching the game in the snow or the rain, but that's regular season. Super Bowl should just be the perfect circumstances. You shouldn't have any of this.
I thought of that, but I tell you what, that game would have been half as good without all the fumbles.
Right, it would have been a blowout, and Peyton would have been throwing all day long. It would have been ridiculous.
Most guys who kick field goals are so good at it that they hardly ever miss.
Yeah.
And now, when you play in the rain, guys are missing the ball.
Missed.
That's right. And that's what made it good. John Hine, what do you want to say?
I agree. I think you need the weather. But on the flying with balloons thing, that was the Cirque du Soleil thing before the game actually started.
Right.
And they cut to the guy many, many times, and it was a kid strapped up with balloons bouncing up.
Is he in a harness?
Right. Yeah.
He's in a harness?
He was in a harness, and he was just... He wasn't.
Eric could do that.
Eric's not going to do it for us.
Eric, you idiot. You blew it.
Let me speak to you, Eric. Eric, what do
you have to say?
What do you have to say about that? Come on, Ralph, you're on.
Just like Eric, he clapped up.
Ralph thought you were really talking.
Hello, it's Stern.
What do you have, a cold?
Yeah, I was sick all weekend, man.
How'd you get sick?
How do you get sick?
I left the house. Fuck. I left the house Thursday. I got sick on Friday.
Well, stay away from me.
I am. It's horrible, man. I got the worst cold I ever fucking had, man.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
I'm afraid I'm going to get over the phone. I'm going to hang up on him.
Flu is in the phone?
Yeah. Go ahead, Matt. You know what? I got to take a break.
Hey, Howard.
The news. Yeah, what?
I don't want to change your subject, but I'm changing your subject. This is a list of people that you will invite to your wedding ahead of Robin.
Go ahead.
All right, number 10 is Chauncey Hayden.
Oh, stop.
So you get all the details wrong in the paper the next day.
No, I just if I get married, I don't want Robin laughing.
You think I would really laugh that day?
I mean, I would laugh. I'd be sitting there with you laughing. The only way I could get married really is in private.
Oh, you can't. I'm telling you, don't come in here and tell me.
I would even have I would say I'm committed to you, Beth, all that other stuff. I just hate the word marriage.
Don't come in here and tell me you snuck off. I just don't want to hear. Don't ever do it.
I think do what I want.
Don't ever do it.
If you said
Howard does what Howard wants.
No. You will
go
not.
with that.
That will not go well. That will not be a good day.
If you set a wedding date, Howard, I think Robin's going to show up before you.
Craig, go ahead. You're on the air.
Seat.
Go ahead, brother. Craig in Philly, go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guy? I was just going to explain to you the difference between a Jew and a Christian.
Well, we know the difference between a Jew and a Christian. One has money and the others don't.
I'm working for a Jewish guy in Cherry Hill right now, just outside of Philly.
No, we know the difference. The difference between the Jews essentially believe that the Messiah has not been brought back to earth.
Understood. But a Jew, by definition, is one who keeps the law. Show me one. There are no Jews, by definition. Maybe
are you born again or something?
I've been a big fan for like 15 years, and I'm born again.
Yeah, all right. These guys.
I love them with their decisions about things.
I'm not a bigot. I'm not.
No, but they all know everything.
And nobody's keeping the law as far as you're concerned.
What is it? The born-agains get all complicated. Go ahead, Greg. I figured you out right away. Born-again says what?